All right, there we are. Back at it again. Another Sunday, another episode, as always. So, you know how it is at this point. I don't need to introduce it. So, guest, introduce yourself to the class.
Hello, class. Yeah, I'm Ryan Ford. Um, yeah, I guess my internet socials is Ryan underscore Ford 522 on most of them, but mostly known for originally for competitive Smash Bros. Melee for a long time, and then been starting to, you know, get more known and meet a lot more people like in the speedrunning space now.
There is a lot of overlap, I've noticed. All the
Yep.
competitive retro gaming kind of merges at some point.
Also true, because yeah, I do. Huh? I guess I pretty much only speedrun like retro games and yeah, and then Melee it's a retro game also. So yeah, definitely the overlap.
well, so what games do you kind of run? Little kind of summary what you do.
All right, I got the long laundry list.
Ah, good.
Yeah, so I keep losing count. I think it's 16 games that I've learned at this point. But yeah, it started off with Mario RPG back in 2018, which was the only game I ran for like 2 years, and then all the other games that I learned was after COVID happened, so like 2020 to present. But a bunch of retro games like Gimmick, Little Samson on the NES. For SNES games, Super Metroid, Mega Man X3, Donkey Kong Country 2. Is there any other SNES games? I think it's just those actually. Then yeah, Game Boy games like a ton, like Legend of Zelda. Yeah, pretty much all the Game Boy Color Legend of Zelda games. It's like the Oracle games and Link's Awakening and Game Boy Advance to run. Yeah, Metroid Fusion and Zero Mission and oh, I forgot. Yeah, Game Boy Color as well. I recently learned Mario Tennis, and yeah, I got the world record in like four of the six categories. So it's
Well,
kind of a short grind. And another game called Quest RPG, Brian's Journey, which also is a Game Boy Color remake of Quest 64. And then, hopefully I'm not missing any games, but yeah, I also run Arc Fantasia for the Nintendo Wii, which is like a 8 hour long JRPG speedrun. So got a long variety of or wide variety of games because the NES games are really short, and then like Arc Fantasia being like 8 hours. It's like a huge range. Oh, and Mario 64. I learned 16 star on Christmas as well. Almost forgot about that.
forgetting the most popular one.
I know, right? It's literally like more than what 5,000 people on the leaderboards for like that category. How could I forget?
It is definitely I don't know what the most popular like speedrunning category is. Like not just game, but I wonder 16 stars got to be up there. Top
Yeah,
5
right.
maybe at least.
Yeah, because like I feel like almost everyone and their mothers like run that category, at least that category
Mhm. It's a
for
good
speedrun.
introduction.
Yeah, right. And
Well, speaking of introductions, how about we start from the beginning of your journey?
oh, for like gaming or the.
However you want the start to be, I guess.
All right, so the day I was born,
Mhm.
um
All right.
yeah, I guess for like the gaming related stuff. So okay, so I've like said in multiple like um yeah, mostly I guess like interviews. Uh, so for Smash Bros. Melee, like I got into competing in summer of 2005. So, my gosh, it's been 20 years at this point. Oh my gosh. But yeah, me and a friend of mine that I went to high school with, who also happened to be neighbors with my best friend. Um, we um played Smash Bros. Melee at as mentioned, my best friend, his younger brother's birthday party, and my two friends told so my buddy I played Smash with eventually played Smash with his name Raynix, and then my two childhood friends they were like, oh, we have this one friend that never loses to anybody in Smash Bros Melee, and then Raynix was like, oh, I always beat all my friends and I never lose, and they set up a match, and at my buddy's birthday party we finally played, and I lost.
Hmm.
And then uh half a year later, me and Raynix, we ended up going to the same high school, and because of that, we were kind of bad students and skipped school and would go to his house and play.
Hmm.
So first time I went back to his place, I got my revenge. We played. It was bad. It was like no advanced techniques yet back then. Like we didn't know any in like November 2004, and I played my Mario against his Fox on like Hyrule Temple, and we would agree to only fight on the bottom part of the level and like no running away. So ended up getting my revenge. Then afterwards, he looked up Smashboards one time when we were in school, and then he found a bunch of combo videos and tournaments from like MLG in like some from like 2003, 2004, and we're like, oh, there's all these advanced techniques. Look at Smashboards, and we started like learning bit by bit, like practicing at each other's houses and like trying to like learn all this. And then there was a tournament coming up. Fast forward to around July 2005, there was a tournament that happened to be a 10-minute drive from our house, and we're like, oh, okay. By this point, we learned advanced techniques for about 8 months at this point. So we're like, yeah, we're gonna go and sweep the tournament,
Hmm.
win easy money. We're both like 15-year-old kids at this point, and so we go. Um, silly enough, so my buddy Raynix, his dad, drove us. He works as like a limo driver, so he drove us like in the limo to the tournament. So like, people thought we were some like rich kids and stuff, but we didn't like rent a limo or anything. But yeah, and then we went to the tournament. We thought we were gonna win, but then there was like 84 entrants for that tournament, which was pretty big. There's like people that came from like Michigan, Buffalo, Ohio, um, Quebec. Oh, I live in Toronto for reference, so
Hmm.
yeah, kind of in between all those places. And so we went. We actually both tied for seventh place. So we actually both made the top eight. So like usually like people's origin stories of like entering Smash Bros tournaments is usually they go like 0-2 or 1-2, but like we both went like I don't know maybe like 5-2 or something like that. So uh, so not like the same like humbling origin story. We were like cocky kids who thought we were gonna like win the tournament and stuff, and did relatively well against the field. And then yeah, back then like the skill barrier was so much lower and like knowledge of all the advanced techniques and stuff. So like we were still getting our minds blown by like some of the people showing us like sometimes either cool tech or sometimes it was like honestly just like useless trivia that just like look cool like glitches and stuff. So there was just like so much to learn back then. So yeah, so not to get too long into like my melee career, but I pretty much like seriously competed up until um March 2020. So like pretty much like right before the COVID lockdowns
So
happened.
15 years, just about.
Yeah, yeah, it was really close to 15 years. Yeah, because like the height of when I was probably like most serious at competing. Like we traveled a lot, starting like to the U.S. starting from like 2008. So around when I was 17, like the first big American tournament I went to was Pound Three, which was also like if any of y'all have seen like documentaries about Mango, like that was like the first like big tournament that he won. So like I was there for that event, and did not do that well. Got like 129th place out of like 300 something entrants, but we were going for the learning experience because we didn't have online play back then, so we were like
Hmm.
uh we have to travel to the talent if we want to get better. It was like the mentality back then. And like back then, also for Canada, like the Quebec was like the most dominant region, so we would travel there whenever we could, even though we were all like broke teenagers, and and yeah, so I became considered like a top player in melee, like around like a top level player, like around like 2000. Well, 2009 I was considered like good at the game, but then like 2012 was more so when they started doing like considering doing like a top 100 ranking, and like I was ranked 15th like in the 2013 rankings, so 15th in the world for the game. So yeah, so it
That's
used to
pretty
be a
good.
world class game. I know, right? Solid, right? And then yeah, like around 2017 I got sponsored for with an org called Earthroot Gaming, which they're based out of Quebec City. So the CEO, he sometimes didn't know how to say certain words in English, so I'd have to like ask him like say it in French, and I'd like try to see if I could like figure out what he meant sometimes. So yeah, like I don't speak French at all, but like some words are the same in both languages, just like francophone sounding. But yeah. um so yeah, I was sponsored for about a year and a half, just short of a year and a half with them, up until yeah January 2017 till May 2018. So unfortunately, they went bankrupt due to weed getting legalized in Canada. So they had a $5 million investment with a contractor, um, or sorry, $5 million contract with an investor, and lined up around that time, and then around that time it was confirmed that weed was going to get legalized in Canada by October 2018. So the investors backed out of the contract to invest into like weed company stocks. So so the org I was with, they couldn't afford to keep the players, and they had to declare bankruptcy. But they treated me well, like for the time I was with them. Like I wore like their jersey and their jacket and stuff, and then and try to like promote the org, and in exchange, they paid for like my travel costs, like entry fee for tournaments, lodging, like Airbnb, hotel, etc.
Mhm.
And then after I lost that sponsor though, then after about a year of like trying to get with another org, then wasn't successful. So that kind of like killed my motivation to compete as much, because it was like expensive to travel generally. And then fast forward to 2020, then yeah, the COVID lockdowns happened, and then like we weren't able to like go outside or go to like tournaments or anything for like a while. And um, I was not very good at online play because like my internet's not great, and I also use a gaming laptop instead of like a more powerful PC. So it was jank to say the least. so so yeah, lately like I've just been doing like commentary for like Smash Bros Melee events, coaching with some players, which I do actually have a coaching session tomorrow. Like I do like paid sessions for like $25 an hour. So there's some people that I guess trust me enough for trust me enough for like doing video analysis and stuff like that. And yeah, if there's like larger tournaments locally, or like or if I'm like traveling to an area that has tournaments around, then like I might enter on a whim and compete, but I don't like practice or anything anymore, like that kind of thing.
Mhm.
So um so I guess backtracking a bit, like when I lost my sponsor, then around that time, because for years, my friend Pidge, she's mostly known for speedrunning Mario RPG, and I guess she's like pretty known for like Smash Bros. 64 as well. So I've known her since like 2009, because we'd have a lot of like overlap between like the tournaments, like Smash Bros. Melee, Smash 64, Smash Bros. Brawl, and stuff like that. So she offered to for years she offered to teach me to speedrun Mario RPG, and I told her like once I if I don't travel as much for like Smash tournaments, I'll take her up on it. So after Earthroot went bankrupt, then July 2018, I hit her up and was like, "Are you still down to teach me Mario RPG?" And she's like, "Hell yeah!" And we live like 20 minutes away from each other, so I went to her place a few times, and she sat down and like taught me the entire run, and that was kind of like the gateway into me doing like actual like RTA runs, like uh, with like live split and a timer and everything. Because like prior to that, like with speedrunning, like I did dabble with some stuff. Like I learned back when like Ganondorf was new, like in Ocarina of Time, like I learned how to like do that route, and I learned like most of MST like around that time. But I never did any like official runs with like a timer or like single segment or anything like that. So there's like a bit of like dabbling here and there kind of thing. So I feel like 2018 was when I like officially like became a speedrunner or so. But anyways, that was a long-winded
Yeah, that
story about like my old gaming accolades and stuff. But yeah.
that's what we're here for. So that was how Melee led to speedrunning, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah, like I did meet some because like how we mentioned, how there's like overlap between like
Hmm.
melee and speedrunning. Like when I went to Pound 4 in Maryland, um, so there was a best of 5 Ocarina time race with
Hmm.
Giano and then Cosmo uh
Nurse,
transition to
yeah,
Narcissa.
Narcissa.
Yeah, so like we knew each other through melee. Like I played Narcissa in like melee quite a bit by that point. But her and Giano, they had a they had a money match, best of 5 Ocarina of Time race. This was a little bit before Ganondorf was discovered. So Narcissa won, and just barely. It was 3-2, and like the last race, they raced like in the room of the tournament, because the first 4 games they raced like in their hotel room, and in the actual like event space, they're playing on these like laggy like LCD TVs. So Giano missed like the super slide going into Ganon, so how you can like keep your master sword, like how Link has his shield up. So he ended up losing the master sword, and that lost enough time for him to lose the race because of that. And then
Hmm.
he signed this like $1 bill for the money match, and it's like, here's to sub 1 hour one day for Ocarina of Time, and now you know how short that run is
Like
because of like
sub 4 minutes. Yeah.
exactly. So it's like, oh my gosh, it's like such a time capsule from like back then. So yeah, like I knew both of them. Like Pydoix, who is like another hidden legend for like, yeah, Ocarina of Time, Mario 64, and Mario Odyssey as well. Because since he's from like Michigan, then we had traveled to each other's like events like long ago. So he was like a really good melee player for like quite a while. But yeah, a lot of people didn't know that from like the speedrunning space. So yeah, so yeah, it's been like a lot of like overlap with both like, yeah, speedrunning and like melee for me. So I always felt like it was like just a matter of time that I'd eventually get into like speedrunning from like being so interested all the time.
And then you finally bit the bullet.
Hmm.
In what, 2018 you said, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, it was like complicated, kind of like learning the Mario RPG run, because our scheduling. So I had to go to Pidge's place like 4 times, and then our scheduling. So there was the first 2 sessions, like we did it like 3 days apart, and then once it came to the weekend, like I I got flown out to a Smash Bros Melee tournament in New Brunswick, um, Canada, not New Jersey. But so their community flew me out for a tournament at that time, and then so we couldn't continue the session because I was gone that week, and then she went to Super Smash Con for about a week, like in Virginia, like right after. So then, yeah, we had this like 2 week gap where we where we didn't continue like the latter half of the session. So um, for that game also, like Mario RPG, like a lot of people usually have a hard time doing the 100 super jumps. That's usually like the daunting like. tech for the run, but like
Yeah,
I was able to do it casually sometimes. So
it's three
I
frame window, right? Something like that.
yeah, from jumps number 14 to 100 is a three
Yeah.
frame window each. Yeah, so when she was teaching me the run, because I was playing on a SNES for her console, but I was used to playing on Wii VC at that time, then I
The input lag's
couldn't do the
gonna
super jumps.
affect it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a one frame difference, so I couldn't do it on like the good console for a while. But yeah, so it took me like I think like 45 minutes like at her place, like trying to get it before we could move on to the next part of the game. So
Yeah, I know
and
that
then
run's really hard, especially at a high level.
yeah,
And
for
then
sure.
very
Like
RNG heavy as well, since just RPGs are be like
exactly,
that.
exactly, exactly, exactly. Like my current PB, oh my gosh, like the very early game, I was kind of tired of resetting, but it was like one of those runs that kind of had like a bad start due to bad RNG, but
Mhm.
happened to go the distance because I was just like, all right, I'm gonna not reset this time. So there's what's it? The third boss fight there, Balom. Um, so on turn 2, he has like a 1 in 3 chance to put one of your characters to sleep, like Mario or Mallow, and then 50-50 who he chooses if he decides to put someone to sleep. So I'm the only runner in the top 10 that has like him using sleep sauce on turn 2 in that fight, which loses a minimum of 12 seconds, like if he decides to do it at all. Because ideally you want him to just do a physical attack on turn 2, which is like a 2/3 chance for it to happen. But yeah, so usually like runners at that level just reset. So like yeah, if you look at any of the top 10 runners, I'm like the only one that like has that bad RNG because I didn't reset. So stuff like that.
So the rest went well, at least.
Yeah, decently well. I've been recently getting back into it. Trying to get a sub 2 hour and 50 minute run for that category. So my PB is from like 5 years ago, I think. So it's like, all right, I want to try to push past a little bit, see if I can like break into the top 5 or something. So I'm currently 7th place on the leaderboards, I think. So working on it. But what is a bit hard is that I've been running a lot of games at once, like trying to push different goals for different games. So kind of like putting too much on my plate, I feel sometimes.
Definitely an easy problem to have when you get
I
so
know, right?
addicted to running.
Yep, yep, yep.
Helps with burnout, I guess, at least.
Because yeah, there's some games where it's like, for example, like right now with Donkey Kong Country 2, I'm trying to get a sub 1.5 hours for 102%, which is the longest category for the game. But sometimes it's just reset city, like trying to get past like World 2. So yeah, sometimes I get burned out from just like, being there for like an hour and a half or something, just resetting in the first 2 worlds kind of thing. So switching games, I feel like does help sometimes, like just to have a mental reset as well.
Mhm. So it was just Mario RPG until COVID pandemic.
Yeah. The
So how did
the
that cause you to start doing more stuff?
yeah, the main reason okay, so what got it first kicked off was so Void, uh speedrunner, not the Smash player. Yeah, V0OID. He used to have an annual event called Voidathon, which would be like around his birthday in
Mhm.
May. So so it's the first time I submitted for Voidathon. So I submitted Mario RPG, but then also Just Incredible, the world record holder, also submitted Mario RPG. So I was like,
Well,
if I'm gonna submit to marathons and stuff, like maybe I should. This is a good excuse to learn some other games to try and like get some other games into events as well. And I did also submit Mario RPG for oh crud, I forgot which AGDQ it was that Justin ran it, but so the same thing happened
hmm.
where like obviously like the world's best player
I know he
versus
ran
a
it at
new.
AGDQ 2019. So
Yeah, 2019 was the one that
it's
I
funny.
submitted for.
I roomed with him that event.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, nice, nice, nice. He
just a
seems like
little
he seems
fun
like a cool
fact.
guy.
Yeah.
That's dope. He seems like a cool guy. Like just chatting with him on the internet, but we haven't met in person yet. So I'm looking forward to that whenever the day comes. So he's definitely given me like a ton of tips throughout the years, like for Mario RPG, and then coincidentally also Mega Man X3 since I'm kind of new at that game as well.
Oh yeah, that
And
GDQ
he,
also had the X relay.
ooh,
Hmm.
was it the first three X's?
I think so. I have to assume so. I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I
because
just knew it happened because he was also in that.
nice. Okay, I'm gonna assume it was like the original trilogy then,
Uh,
likely.
yeah, I mean, those are all Super Nintendo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah, the
probably
first three.
that'd be the easiest way.
Yeah, because he also made the Hundo tutorial for X3, so I haven't learned that category yet, but whenever I do, then I'll probably be watching that video. So I think it was like 12-part video or something like that. So
Jeez.
it's very in depth. But yeah, so yeah, so it's kind of the main reason I started picking up other games was like there were a lot of games I was interested in running already, but then also while like not being able to go out for COVID, there's like yeah, online marathons and I was like, well, if I want to like submit for more events, then I should probably like you know learn more games to submit. And then additionally, I was also like thinking that like since I guess I was like relatively new in the speedrun space and like not like top level at like any game, so I was like I think it would be cool to like make it into a GDQ like one day as well was like one of the goals too. And then so I decided to learn Gimmick as my second game on yeah May 2020, which the main reason I picked up that game was that was a game I was really interested in because the first time I'd ever seen it was Cypher's run from AGDQ. Oh my god, what year was that? 2013, I think. So
That's
I know
well
you ran
before
it
my
twice.
time, so I can't help you there.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think because he ran it twice. I think it was 2013 and then again in 2015. And yeah, I think 2013 was like the first time I ever seen that game, and then I was like watching him grind the game after his GDQ run as well. And I got to meet him the first time I went to like my first in person GDQ, which was AGDQ last year, like 2024.
That was the first
So
in person one you went to?
yep.
Wow.
So I've gone to all. Yeah, like I've been to 4 GDQs and like all of them have been
Hmm.
basically this year and last year, pretty much,
Got it.
are all the ones I've been to. And yeah, Cipher did come and like he like partied with us, like with the crew, with like Void and like people from like generally like Void's like Discord community that were at the event.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was cool. Like chatting it up with them because like yeah, he like inspired me to learn Gimmick and then I was like kind of joshing him, being like, "When are you coming back to run the game?" And he's like, "Nah, the baton's passed to you now, man." so,
I've been seeing
so
some gimmick record activity recently.
yeah, Errol's been I think pushing for sub 5 minutes in any percent
Hmm.
because there's been a kind of recently there was like a new big skip in the first level that saves like
Mm.
20 seconds.
Oh
I haven't
wow.
learned it yet though,
Wow.
but yeah, SBD Wolf. He when he got into running the game, he did a lot of like task work. So he recently learned figured out that big skip, and he also learned that we could manipulate the final boss in any percent as well. So
Mm. So it
it's
used to
been
be like
making me want to come back.
RNG, but you can manipulate it now. Okay.
Exactly, like my current PB. At the time of when the world record was like a 5:28, before the level one skip became a thing, that my current PB is a 5:41, and my best possible time was on pace to tie the world record, but then I lost like 13 seconds to RNG on the final boss. So
Wow.
now that it can be manipped, you know, so I'm like kind of tempted to come back because of that. So yeah. Um. yeah, there's not a lot of RNG in that run, but it's like, yeah, pretty much the final boss in level 6, and the extra secret level for level 7, which is only done in the best ending category. Then that final boss also has RNG at the on the first phase, which usually the variance is only like 2 seconds for that one, but yeah, the level 6 boss, that one was like definitely uh it's like at the very start of the fight, like if he flies straight up in the room, you lose like 3 seconds, like automatically.
Hmm.
And that was like a 50-50. So and then he could also just like stay up there for a long time, like partway through the fight, and just waste time if you like can't reach him with any of your attacks. So yeah.
Fun.
So it's cool that we can manip him now, so we just have a free fight if he get the manip. So that's really cool.
Well,
And
something to look forward to.
mhm. The only thing I'm a little afraid of when running that game is that yeah, the NES like brick controller like kind of hurts my my
Mm,
wrist a bit when I'm playing.
that's fair. Yeah, I have like a permanent indent on one of my fingers because that's where like the corner rests.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! Like you have an actual like spot in there. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Which I mean
Might be
makes
hard to
sense since
tell,
you're
but
like,
yeah, I have like this bump from my finger that's just permanently there now.
oh my gosh! It's yeah. I guess since you've been like grinding SMB
Yeah.
for a long
It
time, right?
it's not as bad as it used to be. Back when I was grinding like every day, like, you know, it was very noticeable, but not as bad now.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, the cal. Yeah, like I would get like a bit of like calluses from like grinding gimmick like before. 'Cause,
Mm.
oh my gosh, I went really hard in like the first like 3 weeks when I learned the game, which oh my gosh. Sometimes I had streams that were like, there was one stream I had that was like 21 hours,
Oh my
which was
god.
like
I could never.
just just playing gimmick. It's like crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I
I've
did
never
12
done any like.
hour or I couldn't even do the full 12 hours of Mario 1. I tried it
Oh no.
once. No, I can't go that long. I can barely go like 4, let
Oh
alone.
my gosh.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's like whenever I do like more than 6 hours for gimmick, it's like I usually can't stream the next day, or I can't stream it the next day because my hands get like
Yeah,
too
that's fair.
busted up. So I need to like I needed to like have more restraint with like not over grinding that game. So
Mhm.
I think I have a decent amount of hours in that game, but I it's like over a short period of time. It's kind of weird, honestly. Because the times when I did grind it, I hit my goals pretty quick for the game. So it's like weird that so like when I had like the world record in most of the categories before, then a lot of people would say that that's my main speed run, but I'm like, huh, I feel like I haven't like run it as much as like a lot of the other games that I've learned as well. So
So you've had the gimmick record then?
yeah, I had 3 out of 4 of the records. So I didn't.
Mm.
The only one I didn't have was the glitched best ending category or unrestricted best ending.
Is
So I had
that
yeah any
is uh is the main category then like restricted?
yeah unrestricted any percent's definitely like the it's definitely the most popular category.
Okay, so it
I
is.
think
Okay, never mind.
zipless any percent used to be, but used to be the most popular. But I think the reason for that was because when Gimmick used to be in the Big 20, like pretty
Mhm.
often, a lot of times it'd be that category. So there'd be people
Okay,
that would like
okay.
you know run that category for a short amount of time. But
So there was kind of a shift.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, I see.
Like the people pushing for world record more so is like generally in like unrestricted any percent rather
Okay.
than like most of the other categories.
Yeah. So nowadays it's true any percent is taken off.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
got it.
Yeah, so yeah, so I'd record yeah, so an any percent, then any percent zipless and best ending zipless were the three that I had. And I did try for the sweep for a bit, and then For regular best ending, then I think I ended up being like 8 seconds behind, if I recall correctly. Like I was at that time I was like one of 3 people that had a sub 10 minute time for that category.
Mhm.
SBD Wolf being the other, and then Becco had the world record at that time. I'm not sure what the
Becca's
leaderboards is
everywhere.
for that category. I know, right?
Yeah.
Becco used to have the sweep until like I
Mm.
took 3 of the records, and then he actually got the any percent record back, and then afterwards, then the new level 1 skip happened, and then I think it changed hands between SBD Wolf and Errol a couple times. I think it's been like all Errol now at this point.
It's funny. I know
So
Errol from Mario 1 like 5 years ago.
yep. Yep. I know that they grinded yeah, Mario 1 and then like Mario 64 were like 2 of the really popular ones that Errol
Mhm.
grinded. So that makes sense. They would know each other.
Yes, I
So
so I've seen some gimmick stuff pop up.
mhm.
Although I mean the game looks fascinating. Like it looks technologically impressive, I guess. But
Yeah,
yeah, I've never played it, so I don't know exactly how it works mechanically. I just know it's impressive, at least visually. You
understood.
you would
Yeah,
know
definitely
better if it was
recommended.
mechanically interesting.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. But it actually casually I had never beat it until my first speed run's like the first time that I ever beat the game.
You see, that I don't
'Cause,
recommend. I always recommend a casual beat of a game before speedrunning personally. But
yeah, like I got stuck on the fifth boss casually, and then I put the game down for a couple of years, and then once it became time to learn the speed run, then I was like, all right, let me just learn the speed run. So
fair enough. At least you gave it the college try, right?
yep. So I got through most of the game, but not the whole thing. And then yeah, I guess like the third game I learned was like 2 months later from when I learned Gimmick. I learned Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX. Um,
With the
it's
extra color dungeon or whatever.
yep, and I actually learned 100% no wrong warp, no out of bounds. So we actually did go to the
Mhm.
color dungeon for the category that I first learned. So there was a tournament, a summer tournament happening around that time, and yeah, one friend, Phantom Matt, well, at that time we didn't know each other, but I was watching it's such a weird story, but I was watching Rish, who's a Mega Man Battle Network speedrunner. And then I mentioned how I was toying with the idea of learning Link's Awakening, and then Phantom Matt in there, he also runs Mega Man Battle Network coincidentally, and he was like, "Yeah, we're having a tournament for Link's Awakening Hundo. It's not that hard to learn, like I'd recommended, but it's in 3 weeks." And I'm like, "Oh shoot, is that enough time to compete?" But like learning the game learning to run from scratch, and then like entering in that short amount of time. But I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot and see what like a speed run tournament feels like to play in as well. And yeah, I played the game for like 47 days out of like 50 consecutive days. I played like 47 days of those 50.
Jeez.
It was crazy. So from like July to like September roughly, and or almost September. And so of course like the first 3 days was just like learning the run, and then like yeah, and then trying to grind grind down to see if I could get a respectable time before like the tournament started. So but fortunately like for my first run I had like an okay time, like I had like a 137 137 something, which was still at that time was like a bit under 20 minutes behind the world record. So um for a run that long. So when I got through the whole tournament, I only pushed my PB down in total by like 12 minutes because I had kind of like a low starting point because of that. And then yeah, for the actual tournament, there was 17 entrants and I got 10th place technically. Like kind of weird because it was like 4 rounds of Swiss, and then the top 8 people of the Swiss rounds were in a top 8 single elimination bracket, and for the last 2 spots of the top 8 qualifier, there was a 6-way tie from the Swiss rounds. So we all did like this like 6-person like tiebreaker race to, and
Wow.
like the top 2 made it into the last 2 spots of the top 8 bracket. So
Hmm.
I got 4th in the tiebreaker, the 6-way tiebreaker. So that's why I said technically 10th place because I. Yeah, but for the tiebreaker, like the 3 people that beat me, like all of their times were like 3 minutes better than my PB was at that time. So so I didn't really stand a chance. And the guy that got third, like in the tiebreaker and didn't advance, he like PB'd that run, but still like was like 8 seconds short or something from like advancing. So
Brutal.
yeah, so that was pretty. It
It's
was a
rough out
pretty
there.
easy run. I think the 3 were all like 15 seconds apart or something. It was like actually crazy close to qualify. So it was cool. Like my PB now is definitely like better than those times that they got. Not by much though, actually, but like a minute faster, something like that. So definitely come a long way. So back then, yeah, I had like a 125 PB, I think. No, 124. Sorry, and I got like a 125 in that tiebreaker, and then
Mhm.
yeah, and then currently I have a low 120. Like I recently got a PB by like almost a minute, like a month ago, roughly. So, which cause I ran Link's Awakening any percent no wrong warp not a bounce for this past SGDQ, then I was kind of motivated to keep grinding the game a bit more. So I did Hundo a bit like a month ago. So managed to squeeze out one PB at least. Yeah, I wanted to get sub 1 hour 20, but yeah, I got like a 1:20:14. But there
Close
is
enough.
yeah, like unfortunately there's a trick in Dungeon 6 for the Hundo category particularly called early hook shot, which it's a trick that we use the boomerang to like get the hook shot early, but the trick is pixel perfect, but it's also frame rule dependent,
Frame
whether it'll
rule.
work or not. So
No.
yep. Yeah, because of the game checking if Link is interacting with something every other frame. So you have to
Oh,
like
that's a short
touch a
one.
key. Yeah. So you have to like touch a key on like the same frame that you're transitioning screens for the room where you would get the hook shot, and the game thinks the item that you collected is the hook shot, even though you like grabbed a key. So if you're on the frame rule where Link didn't collect it, then like nothing will happen. So you have to try again, and it loses 15 seconds per try. And I got it second try in the run, and I
Hmm.
missed my goal time by 14 seconds or by exactly 15 seconds. So I'm just like, oh my god,
Classic,
if only I
yep.
got that coin flip.
Hmm. Yeah, so it is that it kind of every other frame type deal. So
Yep.
it's a coin toss, just like Bullet Bill
Yeah.
Glitch. How about that?
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. So the 50-50 frame rule. So yeah. So sometimes, like years ago, I used to get really like, like demotivated because of that particular trick. Like sometimes, a lot of times it'd be like I have a good run and then I get it like 6th try and the run's dead. And I'm just like, ah,
Mhm.
because of like the frame rule situation. So it's just like, but hey, been yeah, it's definitely a different day. So I'll be back to grinding for at least the 119 again. Probably soonish. But yeah, man. Also, kind of on a side tangent because of the mention of Mario Bros. One. Like people have asked me if I've been interested in learning the run, but
Mm.
man, that run is daunting. But I actually do want to learn it still. At least any percent. Um, maybe warpless as well, but
I'd recommend
not sure about
Wordless.
any other. It's more. You think it's more fun than any percent?
Yes. More fun? Yes. Uh, but you do need any percent, I think, to like get a basis.
Mhm.
So
It's like it's another game where like everyone and their mother has like a time on the leaderboards.
yeah, it's up there.
Yeah,
No,
like
no,
people being around sub 5 at least,
sub five
that kind of
isn't
thing.
too hard actually. I really think anyone
Mhm.
could do it in like a week. Um,
In a week?
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
people have done it in a day.
Wow, I'm kind of tempted now.
It's not too
I doubt I'll
bad.
be that fast, but I'll
Obviously, a week of like giving it your all, but yeah,
yeah.
it's really not too bad. It's beyond that where we get a little more okay. You'll be here
Mhm.
forever,
Oh
but
my gosh. It took me like 45 minutes like with save states to get the flagpole glitch like once at
hey, you don't need any flagpole glitches for sub five. You don't need
also true.
anything frame perfect for sub five. It's
Ooh,
great.
okay. That's a good starting point.
In fact,
Time for me to
you
cool.
don't need flagpole glitch until 456, and then you're way into the weeds at that point. So you don't have to
Oh
worry
wow.
about that at all.
Nice, nice. Cause yeah, the hacksaw he
Hmm.
showed me how to do the 1-1 flagpole glitch at
Yeah,
when we were hanging out at AGDQ last year.
I think I
But
saw that.
yeah,
Yeah,
it took yeah, like oh yeah, you were there also.
I
Yeah.
was there. It's true.
Yeah, it took me like 45 minutes like to get it once with save states is like
Yep, that's usually how it goes. It is five frame perfect inputs in quick
yep.
succession. So
Oh my gosh. I
not
was like, "Hey,
easy.
I got it once. Now I can get it every time, baby." I'm just kidding.
No.
Oh my gosh. And also speaking of Haxor, I learned the first two levels of Mario Bros 3 a few months ago,
Yeah.
but oh man, it's another run that I wanted to continue. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah. That's a nice fun
But
RNG grind there.
yep. I do want to start off with Warpless, but I assume that's going to be like insanely long grind. So
That
like
yeah. Worpless is a good hour just about.
and yeah, even learning the first two levels was so hard. It took so much time to like
Yeah,
get
no,
it
that
okay.
game is that's a lot you have to memorize too because it's so RNG heavy and you have to either react
Mhm.
to it or route depending on it
Yep.
during the run, and that's my brain just goes away at that point.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of downtime either, so it's like wouldn't be able to just like read notes or something
Yeah,
or
I've
brush my
tried, but yeah, there's really not a ton of downtime. You need to do like quick glances
Yep.
in between stages, and even still, like in between stages, usually the RNG is doing its thing, and you need to pay attention to it. Ugh. It's
Yeah,
and you
exactly.
have to manage your item inventory so you don't miss menu and use the wrong item, and also route to get certain items, and
Yep,
yeah,
yep, yep.
it is a lot. People don't realize just how hard that thing is. At least for me, I find it
Mhm.
very hard to remember all that stuff.
Yeah, right. I
It
feel like
kind of
it would take a while.
ruins it for me. I put it in quotes because I really love the execution of levels. Like doing the speed strats
Ah,
and levels is so fun, but then you have to worry about RNG and menuing and items, and I'm just like, I don't like that.
that makes sense. So yeah, so the raw execution is like more alluring in that point.
Yeah, that run requires a lot of like work.
Yep, yep.
You don't obviously need to worry about it too much when you're starting out, but
Yeah.
like if you do want to get good at it, you it gets a little complicated.
Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, because I have wanted to learn yeah both warpless and 100%,
Mm-hmm.
and not sure about the short categories or not. Maybe, but
100%'s a little better in the RNG department,
true.
because you have to just do everything anyway. But
Yep, yep.
yeah, any percent is just play World 1 and a couple auto scrollers and then just roll a 1 and 8. And if you don't, do it again. Yay,
Yep.
fun.
Hands or no,
And then you get a run
basically.
and then your nerves are high and then you have to play a bunch of hard stages. It's great. It's a good category.
Yep. It's like all right, don't don't choke after you got the 1 and 8. Oh my gosh.
And it is surprisingly easy to do.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Even something as simple as just like an accidental bonk from like jumping too late or something. It's
Oh yeah.
like just then it kills all your speed, then you lose 1 billion, and it's like, man, like something as simple as that. It's like
Hmm.
actually crazy.
Not easy, but
Hmm. But yeah, my bad. Been yapping a lot, but
it's almost like that's the point. We're good.
right? Yeah, I could definitely nerd out about a lot of stuff with like games. It's
That's what we're here to do, I say.
yep. Yeah, and other thoughts. Yeah, because obviously I didn't want to get like too long winded with like every game I've speedrun, but um, yeah, earlier I did mention about how yeah, like I had that goal of trying to get into a GDQ for runs, which
Hmm.
I think a lot of people low key don't know this, but after like some conversations at like past GDQs, but yeah, so my first ever GDQ run was actually SGDQ 2021, like back when it was still online.
Hmm.
Then yeah, I ran gimmick best ending zipless back then. But yeah, back then I wasn't even close to having world record in that category yet. So but coincidentally the run that year actually went better than my AGDQ 2024 run of that same category. So despite being better at the game later on, but I mean that game is definitely a reset city, especially in the early game. So
Are you talking about any percent?
yeah, for actually for all the categories, but for that one I ran best ending,
Oh, best.
zipless for that one.
How long is that one?
Um, oh my god, what's my PB? Hold on, I have to actually look at this. Give me a moment.
Because yeah, I know any percent is like low 5 minutes optimally, obviously, but
Oh my gosh, am I even like sub 10? It's been a while. um, oh, I also didn't know that SBD Wolf got world record in the regular best ending. Okay, yeah, I
oh,
have a 948 in best ending zipless.
okay.
Man, I gotta keep up with the leaderboards. Holy moly! For this game.
So best ending zipless is the slowest category then, I assume,
Yeah,
and it's
I
still
even know that
under
I
ten
got bopped
minutes.
by. I even know I got bopped by Earl in any percent zipless either.
The
I just looked at it now.
more you know.
4 months ago, apparently.
I see. So very short game, no matter what you're doing, I guess.
Yeah, they're all like at top level. It's like a under 10-minute game, regardless of the category.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's a nice short game. It's definitely the shortest game that I run out of like all the games. So yeah, under 10-minute run compared to like the again compared to like the 8-hour JRPG run that I used to grind. It's funny. And yeah, I guess another set of games that people don't know that I run is the Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons and Ages as well. I've never run them linked together though, but the Game Boy Color pair of games. Seasons I definitely grinded way more. Ages I've actually only done like 3 runs of 80%, so it's not a lot. Which my PB for that category for Oracle of Ages is in a marathon run called an event called Zeldathon in my run was on New Year's Day last year, 2024. But the run was invalid for the leaderboards because or got rejected because it was weird. The event had a COVID outbreak the day before my run, and one of my hotel roommates tested positive for COVID. He was like the first like positive case at the event when
Mm.
the outbreak happened, and so me and my other two roommates, we were considered high risk, even though fortunately, like the rest of us didn't catch it.
Mhm.
So, so weren't allowed to go into the event space. So for my run, they had a remote setup in a different part of the hotel, and so my couch was the my two hotel roommates as well. Um, even though I had a planned couch for the run, but
Mhm.
due to the COVID stuff,
Yep.
then so the remote setup they had, the audio was very delayed, and despite
Mm.
it being a live in person run, um, yeah, they still rejected my run on the leaderboards because of the massive audio delay, and additionally because the VOD from like the Zeldathon channel was also like a 40-hour VOD or something. So
Mm.
I just time stamped my run when I submitted it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna download that and like, you know,
Trim it
cut it
out.
and
Yeah.
like upload it. Yeah. So I was too lazy. So then I got DM'd by one of the moderators. He's like, well, you can definitely do a better run anyway. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. I'll beat that soon. And I just like never did a run again. So
Well. Oh well.
eventually,
Well, now it's a legal obligation. So.
yeah, like my first ever run is still my technically my PB for the leaderboards, but that marathon run is still my like actual PB, so it's pretty funny.
Mhm.
But I also so for Zeldathon, like sometimes the event organizers might ask like people that they know if they can like run a certain game for the event. So like I was on the schedule to run Oracle of Ages before I even learned to run the game. So I had to like learn it after I had already confirmed I was doing the run. But I gave a really generous estimate. I was like, 2 hours maybe will be okay. I've never done the run, so I don't know. But yeah, I got like a 148 or something, so it's not too bad. Oh, also to tie into that with that COVID outbreak, so you know how for like GDQ, how they're if you like test positive for COVID, then they'll like revoke your badge and all that. So I was super scared at Zeldathon because like AGDQ was like 2 weeks after, and I was
Ah.
like, and because I was supposed to be running a gimmick for AGDQ 2024, so I was like, oh my god, if I happen to catch COVID and like I already like booked the flight and everything, like I was
Mhm.
so scared. Fortunately, yeah, I tested negative for like more than a week, like
Mhm.
coming back from the event too. So for me, it worked out. But yeah, a lot of long like behind the scenes stuff where yeah, almost dropped out of a GDQ, which would have sucked. And yeah, so I guess another thing with the Oracles games. So um okay, so not consistently, but I like do work gig based work as a film extra, and a lot of times it's easier to learn handheld games. So like most of the Game Boy and Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance games I've learned is like most of the time been at work. So like Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages. Yeah, Seasons I learned in the summer of 2022. Because I had like I was booked for like 3 weeks of continuity for a TV show called Shelved, which it's kind of like so the setting is like mostly at a library, but it's kind of like The Office kind of humor, but
Mhm.
like in like the Parkdale Library in Toronto, and yeah, so it was like four. I had 4 day weeks for 3 weeks straight. So 3 of those days I pulled up TGH's tutorial. So it was a GDQ 2-part GDQ hotfix show called How to Train a Speedrunner.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was like a 6 hour long like 2-part video um for Oracle of Seasons. So like I followed that video at like 1.3 times speed
Mhm.
while during like all the downtime at work to like learn the run. So I just had my phone and then my Game Boy Advance SP. Then like some of the coworkers during those days were, yeah, I'd have to explain to them like, yeah, this is a GBA SP. Like some of the people were too young to know what that is, and then some of the
Okay.
people
Damn.
were older and like, oh yeah, is that a GBA? And I was like, yeah. And then yeah, I explained that I'm like learning a speed run and like all this stuff.
I
Yeah,
didn't
probably
realize you
explained it
were
like,
an actor.
yeah. So the official title is like background performer for like, yeah, because usually being in like the background of like shows, like maybe like a passerby on the street or like in a crowd in like a, you know, like a sports event like scene or something like that.
Mm.
Like it's a lot of variety.
Yeah.
But I did recently though have a actor role on like an actual actor role on the Boys season 5, which hasn't
Oh.
come out yet, but
Oh.
yeah, it's like
Not
I
breaking
can't say much
NDA,
more
right?
about
Okay.
that. Yeah, yeah,
Well then.
yeah. Because it's known that that they'd been filming season 5, but I can't say much more about what I did for the role. But
Interesting.
yeah, I did have like a full actor role, so
I didn't realize you were that
got
famous.
that.
Jeez.
Yeah, so it was fun. It was fun. Like I worked on like season 4 and season 2 for that show, but just as like background though.
Background,
And season 4, I saw the back of my head, which I
yeah.
I tweeted
Nice.
because I didn't use the turnaround shot for that scene. And I was like, I was front and center when they like had the turnaround, like facing with the camera facing us.
Hmm.
So I thought I would like for sure be like visible in the scene, but they only used the back shot, so I saw like, yeah, like my full body like with my back turned from the camera.
Hmm.
So I on Twitter I like circled like myself and I'm like, yeah, that's me. And then season 2, I didn't find myself at all, even though I worked on it like 6 times during that season. But
Well, as long
um,
as they pay you, right?
yeah, yeah. Since I'm in the union, it's like it's
Hmm.
pretty good pay as well.
So,
It's like,
is the work you do just? I assume background. This is now just personal curiosity because I wasn't aware of this, but is background roles just like non-speaking roles, just like kind of use you
yeah,
as background noise for just people
yeah, exactly.
existing. Okay.
Yeah, so if they give you a speaking role, then they it's considered an upgrade, so you get paid
Okay.
like a actor role,
Got it.
which
Got it.
is about like 3 times as much like
Holy shit. Okay.
getting paid for speaking roles. So we definitely hope to get those upgrades usually. So
I
yeah, it's
see.
like it's insane. It's like over $100 an hour for like speaking role. It's like crazy.
Do they make you do anything else, or is it really just being on set and they make you do something somewhere and that's your whole gig?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, generally like certain actions like yeah, being like a passerby. I think the last time I worked, like there was um we were filming at the director's house and like I like the main character is like coming back from like like a degenerate like house party and like I'm like the neighbor just like I was like gardening and like watering the plants and then I like wave at him. That was like pretty much my background role for that.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So like we use like a natural hose, so it's like, you know, having to like, you know, turn it on and like kind of like walk around in like robes and stuff outside. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I got used like at the very end of the day for that scene too. So like the call time was so early in the morning, so I just like napped until I got called. But I slept like 6 hours, and then they're like, "All right, we're gonna use you now." I'm like, "All right, cool."
And you
So
get paid for those 6 hours?
yeah,
Man, this job sounds
so
awesome.
it's a minimum of you get paid a minimum of per day. So like recently, I've had a few work days that were like 3 to 4 hours, but yeah, we still get paid the 8 hour minimum as well.
Wow. Hmm.
Yeah, so it's solid. I wish I could if I had it every day, then I'd be like set for life for sure. But it's
Yeah, it's just
probably averages out to like once a week though, unfortunately.
oh, wow. I see.
Yeah, it used to be so like late August. I got a lot of work like late August, but then yeah, for example, like this month has been like pretty slow, or
Hmm.
the latter half of this month has been pretty slow. So very up and down. So I think it averages out about like 1.5 times a week
Hmm.
for. So yeah,
Yeah.
because of that, it used to be way more frequent though before COVID happened. It's like definitely been when it's like no, that I noticed that it's been like pretty slow because of that.
Hmm.
And then once the COVID restrictions started letting up, then 2023 there was the SAG-AFTRA strike and the Writers Guild of
Hmm.
America. Yeah, so when they went on strike as well, then work was work was like dead for like 4 months at that
Yeah.
point too. So yeah, because even though I'm Canadian, then yeah, for like a lot of American productions like come to Canada,
Hmm.
and then I also heard behind the scenes, at least in the Toronto area, they're kind of having a harder time getting contracts with American production companies lately because
Hmm. Yeah.
Toronto's being a bit greedy. It's from what I heard, like trying
Hmm.
to like charge them a lot more to like rent out areas and stuff like that. This is hearsay behind the scenes though, so I can't actually fully confirm that as fact though, but it
It's
might be
just a
coincidentally like
theory.
why it's low a bit. I've also heard how like American companies they kind of hate filming down in downtown Toronto because there's like or sorry in Toronto because there's like construction everywhere.
Mm.
So yeah, like we're pretty bad about like how much construction we have and like part of why we have like so much traffic here. It's like yeah, it's
Oh,
a definitely a dense city
well,
though.
that's
I like it
interesting.
here though.
I I don't think I've ever talked to an actor before. I didn't realize. It's
Hey,
actually quite fascinating.
I have 2 credits so far. So like yeah, the one time I my first credit the way I got into like my union was so I happened to get an upgrade as an actor role
Mm.
for a Warner Bros film called 8-Bit Christmas back in 2021. And
Wait, I I think a coworker recommended that movie to me, but
oh really?
it sounded kind of dumb. But yeah, because it's like
I
they're
still
trying to get this Nintendo console for Christmas, right? And it's some comedy BS film. Yeah, yeah,
yep.
yeah. This was recommended to me by a coworker that likes these kind of like dumb movie stuff. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. I had like 3 days of continuity on that film
mm.
as
So that
well. I didn't
means
actually watch it yet though, so
all right.
I
So
should I
if
should
if
watch
they
it.
upgraded you, that means you had a proper speaking role at some point.
So okay, so the reason I use the air quotes is
Ah,
because
okay. Here we go.
there's a scene where we're like cheering for the kid like stealing the Nintendo
Ah,
like
okay.
during Christmas, and like us in the crowd we had to like chant his name over and over, and that counted as a line.
Oh, okay, perfect.
And
Quite
there
literally.
was like 70 like over 70 people got a speaking role from that. And the funny part is that so for me I actually like at first I was in the crowd, but then later on the director wanted one person's shoulder at the edge of the frame. So the shot is so we were in a mall and the shot was like coming from the balcony above, like looking down at the crowd in the center of the mall. And they wanted one person's shoulder at the edge of the frame, so they had me come up there, and so like my shoulder is just at like the edge of like the camera frame, basically. And so I didn't even say the line, but I was there for the scene, so I got an upgrade too.
So your
So
shoulder being on the edge of the camera gave you an actor role.
yep,
Hell yeah.
massive pay upgrade. It's like so funny. Funnily enough, the scene before the day before that, I actually tried to apply for an upgrade for stunt slash
Mm.
risk because it's like in the scene like the dad of the kid like stealing the Nintendo, he like was trying to chase after him, and we were going up an escalator, and then the dad had to like push around me to like get up the escalator. And
Mhm.
since we were on a moving escalator, and additionally, when we were rehearsing it the first time, he accidentally hit my face with his wrist, and like my lip was cut.
Oh.
So like all the other people I was working with were like, yeah, you should be able to get an upgrade as for stunt because you're on like a
Mhm.
moving escalator, and then in addition because I also got hit in the face, so I was like, so I tried like talking to my union before I joined them, and like they were like no, and then I
Oh.
got like an upgrade the next day for like not saying the line that I was in the scene for. So it's like
You know, it
kind
all
of funny.
works out.
Yeah, because the other way to get into the union is like or to get a credit you can get to either work have worked a minimum of 1,600 hours or 200 days on set, um whichever comes first, which usually the 1,600 hours is like more
Mhm.
common. But yeah, I only had like 300 and something like hours at that time, but then I oh yeah, and you also can't get a credit from the 200 work days or 1,600 hours if you are if you've already gotten a credit from a different way. So yeah, so I got lucky that I fast tracked having only like 20% of the hours.
Mhm.
So I was really lucky in that regard.
Speedrunning the
But
credit.
yeah, yeah, right.
It
But
all
due to
comes
that,
back.
exactly. Due to that, also the rules changed for what's considered a speaking role now. So if you're in a group of more than 3 people, you have to say more than 10 words for it to count now.
Hmm.
Because the whole crowd they literally just said "Go Jake" over and over, so it was like 2 words. So
I see.
there has been some other scenes I've worked on like within the past 2 years where maybe one of them was like a scene for a protest. Like the scenes like kind of like back in Toronto, like 1990s. There was like issues with cops and racism. So then
Mm.
yeah, they had like a lot of black people for the scene, and we were like protesting in front of a police station, and we for the the chant we had, they had it like as exactly 10 words so that it wouldn't count
Mm.
as a line. So yeah, because we had like like 40 or 50 people like in the crowd, and
Yeah.
we had like signs and we're walking around. Um, I assume that film must have come out by now. It's called In the Black, which was about it's like a bio documentary of a guy named Denham Jolly, who was the owner of one of our radio stations in Toronto, Flow 93.5, which was the first black owned radio station in Canada. So yeah, I forgot when Flow first came out. I think it was like 2000 or 2001. It was like relatively not that long ago, but like kind of long ago.
Mhm. Well, this
Like
wasn't a tangent I
couple of
was
months.
expecting to go on, but I'm
I know,
incredibly
right?
it was incredibly interesting.
I know, right? Yeah, being a nerd, and yeah, I kind of got lucky with like the acting stuff. Like honestly, like the way I got into it, like a friend of mine was like a friend of mine that is close friends with another friend I used to play Smash Bros Melee with. We were all hanging out for that buddy's birthday as well in like 2019, and then he asked yeah, you want a job that's easy? And I was like, sure. So he
Well,
gave me all the info to apply to like film agencies, or sorry, talent agencies, and he also we met up and he like took pictures of me with his like I forgot what phone it was, Google Pixel. It was either 2 or 3, whatever was new in 2019. So yeah, he did like headshots, like full body shots, and I also wore different stuff like a suit, like casual clothes and stuff like that to submit for like talent agencies to like join their rosters, and then they uh yeah, so generally they would like my agents would find me work initially, and then so they do pay like a 10% commission as well if they find you work, but also do find like casting calls on like Facebook as well, which usually if I find them myself, then yeah, I don't have to pay a commission, obviously. So so
Hmm. Well.
finding them through Facebook is easier. But but yeah, it's kind of how I got into it. So like summer 2019 or August 2019. So been doing it for yeah, damn, 6 years at this point. Oh my gosh. Though the filming was like dead for like 7 months after like the COVID lockdowns happened, so it
Yeah.
came back up like October 2020. Yeah, March 2020 to October 2020. Pretty dead. So
Mhm.
yeah, so got to experience the pre-COVID era stuff, and then we're kind of like back to normal like now, which is cool. Is before for like our lunch breaks, because usually the productions will have like catering and stuff,
Mhm.
and then we'll like self-serve like in a line like for the catering. But when COVID happened, they would do like pre-packed lunches, like have people like space out away from each other and like all
Mhm.
that stuff. So it was like it was such like a it's so weird like shifting back and forth between those. But anyways, yeah, that was long ramble
I,
about work.
it was fascinating to me because
Hey, I'm glad.
again, wasn't expecting this, but that's pretty cool.
Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Also, with 8-bit Christmas, actually during the 3 days of continuity, I again, since there's a lot of downtime a lot of times at work,
Mhm.
then I learned Metroid Zero Vision throughout like
Mhm.
solely from like those 3 days at work. So yeah, again with a Game Boy Advance SP and having a tutorial on my phone.
So in a really weird way, you get paid to practice speedrunning.
Yep.
Can I have this job?
Yeah, guess it depends on like
Nah.
the depends on the city that you live in. For
I'm kidding.
yep,
I could never do
yeah,
that, honestly, but
yeah.
that's
It's
pretty
definitely
fun.
yeah, relative for how much it pays. I think it's like the best like low skill job. So yeah, the only thing that sometimes sucks is that like can sometimes have like really early call times for work.
Yeah.
So like might be awake at like 4:30 a.m. to like go to work or something.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, I think more commonly like a lot of shoot dates or shoot times lately it's been like call time will be like 9 a.m. So maybe I depending on where it is, I might like wake up at like 7 a.m. or 7:30. So it's like not that bad.
Mhm.
But there are some days where it's like, yeah, I gotta wake up at like 4 a.m. and go, or inversely where it's like a overnight shoot where the call time might be like 8 p.m. and then we go overnight until like 6 in the morning or something. So and then sleep schedule gets wrecked the next day because of that. So yeah, so it's the only that's probably my one complaint. It's like the inconsistent range of times, so can like really mess with your sleep schedule.
I see. Well,
Yep, yep.
well, good way to practice speedrunning.
Hmm. Yeah, like a lot of times when there's a marathon coming up or something, if it's a handheld game, then I might yeah, I might bring my Game Boy Advance like SP with me and just practice. Which I do also for that reason with film I did buy a oh my god, what's it called? Superboy, like the it's like a handheld like bootleg SNES console basically.
Hmm,
Um,
I'm not familiar.
there was a time, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It's the company that made it. It's called Hyperkin, but it's
Uh,
kind of like a very long like handheld where and you can put like real carts in like the handheld, but it's about this wide. I
like
wish
the
it was in my
Genesis
immediate.
Nomad or whatever.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah. Okay.
exactly.
I see.
Yeah,
So
but
it takes real carts, but it's a handheld. Okay. Yeah. So
yeah,
it's
so
got a.
Superboy is like upstairs on the top floor. Otherwise, I would show it, but
Well,
yeah, I'd
that
have to
helps
like
me
get it in
give
one
kind
thing.
of an idea. Huh.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that for. other consoles. That's gotta be
Yeah,
weird looking. Just have this giant cartridge in your handheld.
yeah. I've only brought it to work like 3 times ever. Like when I was very new to running Super Metroid, then
Mm.
oh, 4 times, sorry. Yeah, when I was new to running Super Metroid, then within the first week of when I was doing runs, then I grinded out the game because I didn't actually get used for that film set. So you still get paid if you don't get used, also. So like, I was there for
Hell
like
yeah.
11 hours and like literally was just like grinding Super Metroid like in a corner of the room because I didn't get used.
Speedrunner's dream job. Oh my god.
So funny. And yeah, like kind of recently in uh oh god, what month was it? October. I learned Mario RPG low level. So
Oh no.
yeah, it was a sub goal on my stream. If I ever got 100 subs, then I would learn it. So
Talk about an RNG fest.
yep. So I've done one run and like yeah, I was working on a film set that was at the Blue Jays stadium.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, we were like for the scene that we were filming, we were actually like on the diamond stuff, which was pretty cool. I was like crew tech for the scene because like uh the guy doing like the opening for the baseball game, basically like they made like a little stage and then we are like supposed to be pretending like we're checking like the lights and like the mic and the speakers and stuff like that. So it's kind of all I did. But while I was there and during most of the downtime, then yeah, I was like learning low level Mario RPG with like this big like Super Boy and the guy beside me, he was like, "Oh my god, RPG," and then yeah, I was explaining that yeah, I'm like resetting a bunch because I'm trying to like learn low level, but he was like so into it when I was like 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 learning the run. And then yeah, the other time that I've brought in my Superboy to work, I learned Mega Man X3 while I was working as a stand-in for a commercial,
Hmm.
which stand-in work is basically you so they book people to like stand in for the actors when they're doing blocking. So like when they're setting up the scene and like the trying to get like the right like camera angle and distance and stuff like that. And they'll have someone that's like a similar build to the actor for the scene and just like you just stand there in their place.
Mm.
So yeah, so there was a commercial that I did I stood in for Andre Braugher, who is mostly known for playing Captain Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, like the gay police chief. But he actually passed away like half a year after I did that
Oh.
stand-in work with him. Yeah, so he passed away like I think November 2023, and yeah, the stand-in work was in like May that year. So
Hmm.
oh yeah, it was like right before the strike happened. Oh my gosh,
Mm.
like a month before. So yeah, but yeah, he was a funny guy. Like like talking with him like the 3 days that I was there, and yeah, I usually got used at the beginning of the day, and then oh my gosh, they they were never sure if they would like need me again for like the blocking. Like they assumed that they would, so
Mm.
it was like 10 to 11 hours like each of the days, but I get used for the first hour and then me and a couple other guys we would just be like chilling in this like one room for like 10 hours. So one guy
Playing
like
Mega Man.
he yeah, exactly. Like I learned Mega Man X3 while like one of the other coworkers like sometimes he was doing like uh uh he does like commissions as a video editor. So he
Mm.
was just like doing his like editing work like during the downtime, like with his yeah, like he brought his laptop. So like whenever we were like not like just chatting and stuff, then like if he was working, then I'd be like learning Mega Man X3. So it's like kind of funny. So yeah, it's a good way to learn speedruns. Additionally, one of the other days, like there was another. Oh, the so for a lot of film productions, they'll have like a medic on site, um, in case of emergencies. So yeah, the medic there that time was this pretty young guy, and he was he was watching Demon Slayer. So like he was happened to be watching like the new episode, so then like me and him like met and like I watched it with him. We were just chatting, so like there's literally just like not much to do, so it's just like killing time, like hanging out. And yeah, it's insane because it's like that 3 days of work. It was like, oh my god, I paid like $2,000 for because commercials also pay more. So yeah, it's like $2,000 for like 30 hours of mostly doing nothing. It's like kind of funny.
All right. I'm learning so much today about how my life sucks.
Oh my gosh! But again, it's like I wish I could do it like you know like 3 to 4 times a week. That'd
No,
be
yeah, I
pretty
get it.
blessed. But yeah, so it's like the inconsistent amount of work, but it's like crazy how easy like getting paid is sometimes. So. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Or yeah, and like how little work there is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, film they just seem to just like piss away money for the most part. It's like kind of funny.
can't say I'm
But yeah,
surprised,
there are
but
right. Like there are some times where it will be like an actual busy day where like it's like literally no downtime, and then
Mhm.
I won't like learn or practice a speed run, but because yeah, it will be like have to like get into costume and then like you know go and do hair and makeup, and then um might be like on the set like by that time like the crew might be done setting up the set already, and then we're might just like literally be like on the set like the whole day until we're done. It's like less common, like there's usually at least a bit of like downtime more often than not. Like I find there's say if a day is like 9 hours on average, then there's probably gonna be at least like 3 hours of like downtime. So so if I'm not like chatting with people and like hanging out, then I'm probably just like gaming or watching like a movie or a TV show or something on my phone. But
well, now we know
sometimes
what
there's
goes
like
on behind the scenes.
yeah, right.
Everyone's just speed running.
Oh my
Definitely.
gosh. Making good use of our time speed running in film. Yeah, and yeah, sometimes yeah, again like just watching shows or like movies or something on my phone too, like to pass time, or taking a nap if I'm sleep deprived from
Mhm.
like an early day or something.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, sometimes when I'm like thinking about trying to learn like a new category for a run or something, I'm like sometimes if it's like too early, I'm like my brain feels too much that I like
Mhm.
can't focus. So I'm just like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like learn a run or something. So I'll just like practice or nap or practice something else that I know or nap. So
Mhm.
'cause, yeah, kind of learning that yeah, like trying to learn something new when you're tired, it
Not
takes
a good
like
idea.
extra like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a bit painful with like the brain like
Mhm.
like actually like you can like push past it, but like it feels so like groggy trying. But anyway, yeah. So another long ramble there.
Well, I guess back to speed running
Mhm.
somewhere. Uh, so I guess we could talk about more events.
Mhm.
Because you said you've been to a lot more GDQs, and there are some other events you've obviously done. Just
Mhm.
other live in person stuff you've done runs on, and what the runs were.
Ooh, in person runs. Actually, coincidentally, oh my gosh, what days was it? September 5th through 7th. I went to carpooled out to Montreal for an event called No Reset.
Mm-hmm.
Seven, the seventh one of the
Yeah.
series, of course. Yeah, I went to No Reset 6 actually in March. So yeah, so I've been there twice in person this year. But for this one, No Reset 7, we had a Donkey Kong Country trilogy relay race. So there was 12 of us that
Oh wow.
we were split into 4 teams to each race each individually race like one of the DKC games. So
Mhm.
uh, as part of Team 3,
Very creative
which
names.
yeah, we had our teams named off of like the animal buddies. So my team was Team Squawks,
No.
so the parrot. But yeah, we got second for the relay race. So I only run Donkey Kong out of the 3 DKC games so far. So the categories were Donkey Kong Country 1, oh my gosh, all stages, and then yeah, any percent for Donkey Kong Country 2, and then any percent for so um my gosh, that'd be a lot of people to name for the event. Void was also there. She
I'd be shocked if he
there
wasn't.
weren't there weren't enough DKC 1 runners, so he had to run DKC 1.
Mm.
Yeah, he I think he was like second place for the four runners that started off. So, yeah, it was him, Rock JMT, um, Tornado, who was on my team, and oh my gosh, who was the fourth person? Oh, Mad Mark. He's more of a DKC 2 runner, but he also offered to run DKC 1. Yeah, the DKC 2 was Lena Kitty, Waffle 42. He's a
Hey, I know Waffle.
very old school runner. You know him? Nice.
Yes. Um, there was like this beach house a lot of speedrunners go to. I got invited a couple years, and he was always there.
Sick. I never heard of that before. Oh, that's so
It's
cool.
a little
Imagine.
private, and they don't do it anymore. I don't think, but yeah, that's how
Dang.
we met.
That's so dope. Yeah. So he yeah, because this is the third time that I've met him in person. Yeah, so this no reset he came to. He brought his girlfriend as well. It's cool. And yeah, I met him at the last two SGD. He
Mhm.
was at both. And yeah, he ran DKC 2. He was very rusty and like only practiced like the night before the run. So and then yeah, there's me and then CJ. Oh my gosh, I think he's like fifth on the 80% leaderboards currently for DKC. He has a lot of like top times in a lot of categories for the game. But since he went for these two new wrong warps that were discovered this year to be RTA viable, he didn't get either of them first try, so that's why he had a like the second slowest time for DKC2. But mostly because he went for the show to show off the new big tricks, and the
Mhm.
rest of us didn't, so didn't do them. So yeah. And then DKC3 was Glenn, Morks, who was on my team. Oh my gosh, who else was there? Oh, Laugh, who. Oh my gosh, I forget if he has the world record still, DKC3 or not. It's another American runner that came. And I can't believe I'm forgetting the fourth. Oh, C-Mech, the other runner. It's mostly known for running a lot of like N64 games though. But yeah, but he also has run DKC. So yeah, so that event was cool. I was also supposed to run Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages, um, alongside with the Oracle of Seasons runner, Hyper Endemic. But at first I agreed to it, and I didn't know that they didn't ask Hyper, and then he thought it was kind of weird to like run the game side by side, and then I offered him, if you feel like it's too weird, then I'll drop my run and just commentate his run, and then at first he was fine with doing it side by side, but then later on he said that he thought about it longer, and he thinks that it wouldn't showcase either game well because they're too different.
Mm.
So
Okay.
like if we're running them at the same time, and I was like, yeah, I agree. Actually, like
Yeah.
it'd probably be like awkward to like commentate like both games as they're happening at the same time. So
Are they pretty different? I know, like, take a Pokemon Red and Blue. Like, they have differences, but you know,
yeah, no, they're completely different games.
completely different.
Like
Okay.
the yeah, like they're in like different like worlds or like regions even. So
Okay. So yeah, it wouldn't
like
make sense at all.
yeah. It's like the mechanics are the same, but they're like literally different games. So
Mhm,
from
got it. But they do connect with each other, right?
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Mhm, got it.
So you can like kind of like exchange items like from each game.
Mhm,
So yeah, so they're very different. So
mhm,
yeah, so I
got
ended
it.
up just being on the couch along with Glenn for Hyper Endemic's run of
Mhm.
seasons. And the rest of that we were just mostly drinking and partying at the
As
event.
everyone always does, yes.
Yep. So for that event, since Montreal is about a 5-hour drive from Toronto, then I carpooled with was it Video James drove, um, Pidge, and Glitchymon actually
Hmm.
drove to Toronto to carpool with the Glitchymon's the former world record holder for Ocarina of Time 100%.
Yeah.
He got bopped like 3 weeks ago or something. It was like really
Yeah,
recent.
and that's no whatever the new thing is. I forgot.
Yeah, no SRM.
Yeah, SRM. That's right.
Yeah, still reference manipulation or whatever it's called. I
That
think that's what
that
the M
game's
is
too
for.
complicated for me. There's too
Yeah.
many acronyms.
Yep. Yeah, so we carpooled
GSR,
together.
whatever. I don't know. There's too many of
Coincidentally, I do want to learn GM
them.
actually. Ganon source requirement.
Yep.
But yeah, so additionally so Glitchymon, Video James, and another friend that was there at No Reset, I forget his name, X the Char. We know each other through Mario RPG speedrunning, but he's like a fan of me from like Smash Bros. Melee, so all three of them were kind of like hounding me to play Melee with them while I was at the event. But I was
You can never
I don't know,
truly
Melee kind of
escape.
was
Yeah.
yeah, it was kind of the last thing I wanted to do at the event, but it was kind of ended up being the thing I did the most. But I mean, it's still nice hanging out or like having it as a means to hang out as well.
Hmm. Surely you can
And
still
then
find enjoyment in it, right?
yeah, still fun to play and I guess whoop them all. But
There we go.
yeah, so all of them were like asking like the classic thing where like people ask like if I have any advice for them to get better stuff like that based off of how the matches went.
Hmm.
I was like, oh shoot, I wasn't like super focusing on like the coaching mentality.
Just
And,
we're focusing on delivering whoop ass.
yep. And like half the time I was like also drinking like so it's like
Yeah.
it's definitely just chilling. So yeah, it's funny because they know of like my like Melee legacy
Mhm.
because of that. It's not that often that aside from video games, it's not that often that the other two would get to play with me. That's why they were hounding me for games like most of the days. And then yeah, hotel rooms. We got kicked out of one hotel room too loud
Oh, drama.
because so we had a group. There was like 30 people, but apparently every no reset, Morks, who's like one of the staff members, and he was the DKC3 runner on my team.
Mhm.
He he they have this like drinking game where they have Mario 2 and it's like just all CPUs. It's basically like
Oh, the
like
betting, yeah, on the
yeah,
CPUs to yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah. And then we like drink if like whatever character that we want to win, that's there. Like
Mhm.
whenever they lose a mini game, we have to drink
Yeah,
and like
yeah, yeah. Okay.
people are getting loud, so there was like noise complaints. For apparently noise complaints from every direction, like below the floor and beside. So we
Oh,
like
did
eventually got
you this past GDQ? You were there, yeah.
yeah.
y did you ever go to like Chrism Danger's crescendo room?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So you're aware of how that was.
That was a rowdy room.
They never got a
Yeah.
noise complaint, but I was there and this old guy walks in and he's like, "You guys have been keeping me up the past 3 nights." And I decided if I can't beat him, join him. And they just started partying with them. It's so funny.
That's so good.
It was, oh man. I love GDT.
I wonder if I saw the guy. That's hilarious.
Oh man.
Holy. Yeah, I came to the room a couple of the nights. So.
Yeah.
I forgot how. Oh, because Video James happened to
Yeah.
know some of the crew, and then
Yeah.
he invited me. So yeah, Video James also it's kind of known as the blue
Blue
dog
dog
guy.
guy. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, so
That
yeah,
that
so we both
really
live in
popped
Toronto.
off, didn't it?
Yeah, it got like
It's
2
crazy.
million views in a week.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crazy. Yeah,
YouTube be
he was like,
crazy.
"That's the." Sorry, pardon.
I just said
I
YouTube
just
be crazy.
I know, right? Because yeah, Moist Critical reacted to the
Yeah, I
video, so that
saw that.
also helped boost it. And yeah, for Jamie, it was like around his birthday, so he's like, "Yeah, this is the best birthday present I could have asked for." Getting 2 million views in a week, so it's
Yeah.
been cool. Like his most recent Ocarina of Time video didn't like it didn't do as well, but it still like got like several tens of thousands of views like in
That's
the first
good.
week.
That
Yeah,
ain't easy.
it was like debunking because people always say that they like soft locked their Ocarina of Time cart in the water temple. Because
Mm,
people think that you can misuse like your keys and just like completely like screw over your save, but
mm.
he was debunking it and then showing how you can like actually like soft lock your save, but like you'd basically
Yeah.
have to like know so much like speedrun tech to like be able to actually like brick your save. So
Yeah, I mean, that's good knowledge. Hey, your thing isn't fucked up actually. Here's how you save it. And here's how you actually ruin it. It's a good
yeah, I
concept.
think he like duped like bottles of fish like over his like a bunch of his items or something, and
I
like
see.
he had to like delete like certain items to like actually like brick the save. So it's like you know
What a beautifully
pretty much
broken
debunked
video game.
people. Exactly. Yeah, it's just like completely debunking like people saying
Yeah.
that they like brick their save when usually the common thing that they're stuck on is like that interior room where you raise the water and then you can like go underneath like
Hmm.
where the underneath the platform that raises when the water raises like most people usually just miss that part and think that they like brick their save but yeah like even like 8-year-old me I took like at least like 3 hours like figuring out that was where you gotta go so
Uh, so,
yeah
not
I could see
uncommon.
yeah
Well,
like yeah back in
I'll have to be
1998
on the lookout whenever I finally play the game. Still haven't yet.
oh shoot
Someday.
spoilers
Oh, I don't really care. Yeah,
yeah
but
for the 3DS remake
mm.
they have like a more deliberate cutscene that like shows you that you're supposed to go
Oh,
down
okay.
there now so yeah so for people playing the 3DS version like shouldn't get stuck on that
That's a
but it's
nice QOL.
yeah exactly so yeah it was very like very vague in the N64
Yeah.
yeah but yeah most people probably just got stuck there and yeah they're like I had to delete my save because it was bricked I'm like
No, it was
I always knew
fun.
it, but I could never like prove it to people so that yeah with video games we carpooled together to and from this past AGDQ
Hmm.
and I was like oh what's your next video idea because it was like still right after like the blue dog video
Oh
like
yeah.
just popped off like a couple like maybe like 2 weeks after actually less than that yeah like a week and a half something like that
Yeah, it
so
was super quick. Yeah.
yeah so we were carpooling and I was like what's your next video idea and he telling me about like the water temple like
Mm.
debunking the water temple thing and I was like oh my god so you really
Finally.
can't brick your save normally that's sick I knew it all this time because people get like so heated and will like argue it to the death when I'm like
Mm.
that's not possible I swear it's not possible but yeah and I can just like link them that video to to prove it because it's
I
very in depth
win.
so that made me laugh so hard it's like had that as a video idea so but yeah um yeah I know I went off on like side tangents but
I've
yeah other
always
events that I
my like slogan
Mhm.
for this series at this point is this show runs on tangents. So
Hey,
hey, we're
like a
fine.
podcast.
We're fine. We can
Yeah.
do
So
whatever
like
we
other
want
events.
here.
Yeah. So yeah, like other events I went to. So yeah, for No Reset 6 when I went in March, what did I run? Oh, I ran Mega Man X3.
Hmm.
Any percent for that one. I couldn't remember. That's so fun. Oh, I remember because we were like partying the night before, like me, Void, Glenn, Pidge, and Sean Cass. Um, Pidge and Sean Cass are together, like they're common law spouses. But yeah, we were like drinking a bunch like the night before, and then like my run was at 10 a.m. and I was like, this hangover is so bad during the run. Like I was surprised that I played that well for the run, for like how bad my head was killing me during that run.
Ah,
And then Sean Cass, he gave me some Tylenol afterwards, which like really helped a lot. But it's like, oh shoot, I wish I asked him like before the run because
mhm.
it was like self commentating and like all the lights were like so bright and like just like the hangover was like, oh my goodness.
And for
Not
me, for
ideal,
me,
but
it's the
still.
strat. My SGQ 2023 run, the one-handed warpless run. The night
Yeah.
before, I was like up till 6 a.m. and I got so bad I like passed out in a chair. And then I did the
Oh,
best run of my goddamn life. It's the strat.
yo, that run was insane. Oh my gosh.
There's my
Yeah,
behind the scenes. That's how I prepare.
I didn't know that you were like that wrecked. That's so funny.
You'd never be able to
Yeah,
tell. I
yeah.
honest,
This last SGD. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't think I was like that bad the next morning anyway, but yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It
Yeah,
did
the
help me
last
forget my
SGDQ.
game cart. I like left my game cart in my room by accident because of that though. So I was like, uh-oh. But,
Oh
Mario
no.
1, kind of one of the most popular NES games ever. It was not hard to find in 2 minutes. So, we're clutch. We're fine. And I still that cartridge
Oh my
I
god.
borrowed that cartridge from like World 9 and I kept it. Like I asked to keep it because that run was so good. I should like plaque it or something.
Oh
But
wow, that's sick
yeah,
actually.
no. So, I got some lore because of it. So,
Oh, that's cool.
I
Oh, so
got
they
some good
actually like
lore.
gave it to you. That's so sick.
Hmm.
Holy. Yeah, the what was I gonna say? I was getting like messaged by people that were like asking like if I saw your like like right after it finished.
Me?
Cause yeah, because it was like
Oh,
it was that hype.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was surprised that people were like that knowledgeable about like or like just like knew about like GDQs. Like some like norm.
Huh.
Yeah, that actually shocked me. So
Oh, you mean people outside of speedrunning? We're asking
yeah,
if you saw my thing.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah, right. Like normies, like people that said
I haven't
like
heard
friends.
of like normies talk about it at all. Huh.
Yeah, right.
That's news to me, honestly. I know like people at GDQ gave me good words about it, and I knew like obviously it was pretty cool, but like no, I didn't know it went beyond anything until right now.
Because some of those friends like they know that I was like speed running and stuff. So
Mhm.
they're like, oh yeah, I've been watching like GDQ for years. Yeah, they were like talking about how like sick your run is. So it's like
I guess it doesn't help that I
that's
don't
cool.
know anyone that watches GDQ like around these parts. Um, Although funnily enough, when I was in college, what was it, 20? It was like late 2018, early 2019. I had been speedrunning barely a year, but I got into one of Bismuth's first videos because I had like the 8.4 IL world record at the time, and it was important to the
Ah,
context of the video. And
yep.
my neighborhood friend that lives 2 doors down texted me out of the blue for the first time in like 5 years saying, "Hey, is this you?" He recognized the username from like Xbox in 2014 or whatever. I was like, "Yeah,
That's
nice to
sick.
hear from you." So
Two
that
doors down.
that
That's
that's the
funny.
only thing I can connect like an IRL connection to speedrunning, I guess, if that makes
I
sense.
got you.
So yeah, I haven't heard
Yeah.
of anything else like if that run made rounds anywhere other than just speedrunners being like, "Yep, that was cool."
Yeah. Understandable.
But that's quite interesting, actually. Didn't know.
Yeah, that's really like even a little more famous than you might have thought.
I think I'm hella not famous, so, but maybe that's maybe that's just
uh,
how my brain works. But I don't know. I don't really look
I feel
for that kind of stuff, so oh, just I wouldn't know. I guess
fair enough. Yeah,
best
like
way
I've
I can put it.
occasionally like cuz of Smash, like I've occasionally been like noticed on the street or on public transit,
What?
but
Okay, that's kind of crazy.
yeah, like there's a tournament I went to do commentary for. Oh my god, what date is it today? Was it 2 weeks ago?
Uh,
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
yeah.
Um on oh yeah, I guess 2 weeks ago on wait, today's Saturday, right? Not Sunday.
It's
Oh wait, yeah,
Sunday.
it's Sunday. Yeah,
This is
okay,
the
yeah,
Sunday
exactly 2 weeks
speedrunner
ago.
spotlight.
Whoops.
Saturday speedrunner spotlight would also work, I guess, but that's not what I went with.
Yep. Okay, yeah, so exactly 2 weeks ago, I was downtown for to do commentary for Smash Bros. Melee tournament. I got held up so bad by public transit that I only got there for the
Oh,
grand finals. So
yeah.
I was there for like 40 minutes, and then we then left. And then as I was going on my way home, there was like two people walking by as I was waiting for the streetcar, and then one of them was like, "Are you Ryan Ford?" And I was like, "Yeah." His other friend is like a normie, but that guy he like used to play melee at his like university, which is like an hour away from Toronto. But
Hmm.
yeah, he said
They
that he's like
were they coming back
15
from
years
that
in.
same tournament?
No, he didn't go to that
Oh
event.
no, so that was just a random out of the blue kind of thing.
Yeah, like
Wow,
passing by downtown. Like
that's
it was like
crazy.
a 10-minute walk from the venue, but that guy wasn't at the tournament.
I'm still waiting to like be wearing a GDQ shirt in public and someone going like, "Yeah, GDQ." Hasn't happened yet.
Oh shoot.
I mean, it did
Yeah.
happen at a PAX, but that doesn't count. I mean, those are nerds. They're all familiar. I saw other GDQ shirts there. Although the person that recognized my shirt was the artist of the shirt, so that helped.
Nice.
it,
Oh, did you go to this PAX
it was
West?
last year.
Oh, last year. Okay.
Last year, yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
I
Cool.
got into
Cool.
the GDQ thing, so. But yeah, it
Nice.
was
Oh, was
just
it for West last year or East?
West last year.
Okay, West. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you went out to Seattle then?
Yep,
Nice.
first time in the Pacific Northwest.
Cool.
That was fun. Yeah, I did a lot of stuff
Been
last
in that.
year. I got into last year. I got into both GDQs. I got into GDQX. I got into PAX West. I had a really good year last year.
That's sick. That's like yeah, like 4 in-person GDQs
Yeah, and
in 1
GDQX,
year.
I was the closer too.
Oh, that's actually pretty sick because usually the
Yeah,
opening and closing are like the
yeah.
some of the like the most memorable one. So
That last year was crazy for me, and then I fell off this year, but it's fine. It started off good, good HGDQ
Mhm,
showcase stuff,
mhm. Yep, yep, yep.
but yeah. After that, I haven't done like anything. This year's been rough, and not for like, oh, I haven't been getting into events, but just in general for
Yeah.
multiple reasons. But we're
Mhm.
at least I still have this, right?
Yeah, right. Working through it.
I'm still involved in
Yeah.
some way,
Yep,
and
yep.
I do need to figure out what I'll do for HDQ. Have you done your submissions for 26?
Yeah. Already put in 5 games.
Ah, perfect.
Hold up. Like,
Yeah, what you
do I
got?
do I still have the tab open for the games? Okay, I closed the tab, but okay, off the top of my head, I submitted Donkey Kong Country 2, 102%. Also, no major glitches, which is it's not exactly a new category, but we finally made it like an actual like main category and decided
Mm.
on like a proper rule set and stuff.
Was it like a
So
category
in
extension moved over, or?
yeah,
Yeah, okay,
exactly,
got it.
exactly. So some of
That,
the
that
runs
that's a
on the
rare occurrence.
leaderboard,
That's a big deal. That's a big upgrade.
yep, because some of the runs on the boards are like technically invalid now because of the new rules.
Oh,
Like,
okay, interesting.
so some runs from like 4 years ago or something when it was a extension.
Hmm,
But I think due to like legacy, they still just kept it because like
that makes sense. Yeah,
um,
yeah. I'd say
because
if
the
you change
top
the
runs
board
are still valid.
around, yeah, like whatever was true in the older rule sets should probably stay,
Yeah, exactly.
unless it's a like complete category overhaul and you wipe everything. But
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
I
yep.
I feel like that'd be kind of weird at that point.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
Like if it was like a massive advantage, like the old rule set or something,
yeah, like
where you can't
the,
beat the time because of
yeah,
you know.
the biggest example I see nowadays is like requiring that all runs have video proof, but you'll see a ton of old runs that didn't have video proof, but they can stay on because at the time you didn't need it. That kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for a lot of yeah, for a lot of speedruns that have like a long legacy, I've seen that on like leaderboards. Like,
Hmm.
well, Mario 64, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, Metroid Zero Mission and Fusion has like like runs on the leaderboards that don't have video
Hmm.
because
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, that
from
was
like
just
a couple
commonplace
years.
10 years ago because it was much harder to capture your footage. And then, especially,
Yeah,
don't even get me started on SDA days. you know, that
oh
was a
my gosh.
whole other thing. They couldn't even do leaderboards because it's so hard to get video proof out there. But
Mhm. Yeah, I used to watch yeah, when segmented runs were more
oh
commonplace, I
yeah, and
used
they
to
would do a lot of
watch them on
segmenting.
SDA. Yeah, like Metroid Prime, Majora's Mask, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like I
like
used
the
to
world
like,
records they'd showcase are spliced, segmented,
yep,
and that was
to be
just the
like
norm.
24-part video or something,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, and you have to actually like download it too, like from
Oh yeah,
like
true.
SDA. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. So I've been really like into like looking at speedruns for a long time since like
Hmm.
yeah, I guess like early 20s or as far back as like late teens, I guess, because I used to I used to follow elite.net, like the GoldenEye and
Oh yeah, yeah,
Perfect
yeah.
Dark, like leaderboards. Like yeah, even when I was yeah, I guess towards like the end of high school, I used to follow it a lot.
So you were familiar with it during your
Yeah,
Smash career for a while. Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Did you watch like
Definitely.
old GDQs and stuff?
Yeah, like back when it was classic games done quick.
Oh, did
Even
you
like
see CGDQ?
yeah, like
Mm,
I always wanted to go to like GDQ way back then in like
yeah.
yeah like 2012 era and stuff. Like I wanted
That
to like try to go to some of the events and
yeah,
just
very very
never did
different.
until finally recently.
Yeah, that's crazy if you've known about it since the very beginning, which is 2010, and then didn't go to
Yeah,
your first one until 2024. Wow.
I know, right? Yeah, 2020 I was determined to go, but then a combination of it like moving to Florida and I was like kind of
Yeah.
having like financial issues like around that time,
And
so
then
that I
COVID hit. Yeah.
yeah,
Unfortunate
so I couldn't
timing.
fly. Yeah, because if it was still in Virginia for 2020, then I would have um
Yeah.
I would have taken a mega bus to go, so it would have been like way cheaper.
Mhm. Yeah, I know. I know they were planning to move because I never went to HDQ at that hotel. The first one HDQ was 2019, and they had moved up to Bethesda for 1 year, and then went to Orlando. So they had already like cut ties with that hotel and then temporary and
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Then for 2019 AGDQ, I was like, at that time I was like, all right, I'm only gonna go if I get a
And
run
yeah,
in. Which Mario RPG was the only game I ran that submitted.
yeah, and Justin got in. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I
I feel
see.
like I should have still went though at that time because I could have
That was a
afforded
good
it.
event, minus the horrible snowstorm that made everyone miss flights. But
Oh, oh my gosh,
and
that's so bad.
you never got to experience the murder hallway, but many did.
I, I heard,
You've heard. I'm
I
sure
heard
you've heard
about
the
it.
rumor, the stories. Yes,
Yeah,
there's got to
I
be a
heard the
picture
legend.
somewhere.
Oh, I
I,
don't even know what it looks like.
I
I gotta
gotta.
find these pictures.
There's gotta be. I'll have to like do some internet sleuthing because
Yeah,
my gosh. Other than
yeah, I'm
that,
down for
venue
that.
was pretty nice. I really liked that venue actually.
Murder
That was
House.
back when they actually had a bunch of CRTs. So,
Oh,
yeah,
so it wasn't
you
all just
know,
like
yeah. You never went to GDQ when there were like had primarily CRTs as what you played on because now they've
mhm,
switched to like the RetroTink and monitor. But yeah,
yep.
they would have like 27-inch Trinitrons and have like 40 of them all lined up on the tables. Yeah,
Oh
it's
my gosh,
see as a melee player, I'm sure you can understand how great that is.
100%.
I do miss those
In
days
my
a little bit.
feedback, yeah, like in my feedback form for this past SEDQ, I was saying because since I ended up having to play on the monitor,
Yeah,
and I was kind of passively aggressively told behind the scenes that they feel that their setups are one to a CRT.
yeah.
But I'm like, I think I directly missed the frame perfect tricks, particularly because of the slight delay on
No,
the
yeah.
monitor.
For me, like retro tank on monitors, even at GDQ, I notice 1 frame of lag. I blame that for me missing my pipe jump for the sub five.
No.
I wouldn't have said that on the stream, but yeah, I could tell,
Yeah.
and I wasn't ready for the adjustment. I tried, but yeah, I wasn't
Mhm.
ready. Um, but yeah, luckily for our Mario One, like all racers on the same screen kind of deal. The guy that makes all the tech had it all set up specifically for CRTs. He brought his own, so that was good.
Oh,
It
that's cool.
lucked out that way because GDQ didn't even have to worry about it. We just get CRTs. Although they were like
Yo,
pathetic,
that
small, like 9-inch, tiny, but and I'm used to the big boys. I miss the Trinitrons, but oh well.
that makes sense. Yeah, the TV I play on at home is like 20, 24 inches. So
Yeah, I got a 27-inch Trinitron right here. Nice 200-pound beefy boy.
massive unit.
It is an absolute unit. Can't argue with that.
Yeah, I've got this like Toshiba that I had to. Oh god, I had to carry that along like public transit because I
Oh my god. Yeah, no.
got it from Kijiji for free. But yeah,
This
there's like
thing
yeah, you
isn't
have to
moving
take them
off
up.
my desk ever.
Oh my gosh,
It's a
near the
permanent
end of my
resident.
travel. Yeah, if
I ain't
it's
moving
that
that
heavy,
thing.
like carrying that, right? Yeah, my this TV, like I was struggling near the end of my travel, getting onto my last bus to get to my house, and like there are people like helping me like lift the TV onto.
Yeah, because
So I was like,
what a
oh,
24
carrying
inch?
this
That's
like
got to be over or like equal or over to 150 pounds.
I think
Yeah, something like that.
yeah,
That's
it's
not
like
easy.
it was like carrying it like this, like my chest out, like holding
Yeah.
the TV, like all like that. It was like my biceps were so sore, like when I got home for like
Yeah.
2 days. Oh my god. And yeah, like I was like, all right, I'm not going up any of the stairs like when making transfers on the transit. Like I'm just using the elevator because I never used like in the at like any of the stations. So like I just take the stairs normally. Like yeah, nah, this TV is like too heavy. Oh my god. So, yeah, good times. Yeah, it was like an hour and 20 minutes of travel to like get
Oh
it
my
by
god.
public transit.
It's all worth it though.
Yep, yep. TV's still been serving me well.
No, I love this thing. And then
Yeah.
I do have a retro tank though, but that's mainly to just capture in higher quality. And then, if I ever did casual stuff, I could at least do that on a more modern monitor with true upscale. But for
Ah.
speedrunning, I need to make sure CRT with the good input lag and the even though this can do it has like RGB hookup in the back, so we're good.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because I think it's Yeah, I think it's really hard, like switching between like CRT and monitor. It's like
Yeah.
if you're used to it already, then it's like probably not that bad.
Hmm.
Or I mean, most people do it incredibly well, so like they're definitely used to it. But
Yeah.
for me, it's like I feel like I'd have to spend like months like adjusting even. So
Yeah, I've tried, and for a little bit I can do it, but like long term, I feel like that'd just be too hard.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I
Yeah,
like
like I
having it
remember.
this way because I know this way works for me. I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, like I remember. Yeah, like behind the scenes, like because for this past SGDQ, like I did commentary for Oats and Goats versus Zos, like the super
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
Oats and Goats for the
It was
Super
that the low
Metroid.
percent ice, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and like oh man, Oats was definitely complaining about the
Oh yeah, I
about
bet.
the monitors and stuff for
Yeah, okay.
like
It's
behind
not
the
just
scenes
me.
for
See,
like,
we all agree. At least one frame. I'm not crazy.
yeah, yeah. So he was like, he was saying like he thinks he can adjust to it, but it's like
No,
it's definitely
it's hard. It's hard to adjust.
yeah, like it's yeah, like I found it really hard for like my run that
Mm.
event too, and honestly, yeah, the big trick rooster skip, which is like if you're doing it unbuffered, it's like a double frame perfect trick, but
Mm.
yeah, I was like I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get it, but I was like I'm gonna try it once and then I'm gonna just do the buffered strat to like make it free if
Although
I fail it.
I did hit that one-handed flagpole glitch on a monitor, so maybe that wouldn't have happened on CRT. Maybe it's because of it that I did it right. I don't know.
The extra frame. Oh my gosh. Nah, I think you're just built different.
I'm built some way.
Too good. But yeah, guess for other events. Yeah, so that SGDQ was fun. That was definitely like the most busy I'd been for a GDQ.
Yeah. Did
Of
did you have runs for summer? Was it? I know you were in commentary a lot, but
yeah, for summer was my Link's Away DX run. So
okay, that
finally
was the
not a
DX.
short
Yeah,
NES game.
yeah. Okay, that was the DX. Got it.
Yeah, so I ran that at I was told that was a
Oh wait,
prime
I knew
time slot
that. I
'cause-
saw part of it. Yeah, never mind. I'm getting my
oh hey.
GDQs confused.
Yeah,
I've
so
been to
many,
like
right?
9 of them. This is what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's first time running with like a prime time,
Hmm.
which was pretty cool.
Yeah,
So,
I know a lot of people that I talked to saw that one specifically. So
mhm. Yeah, like people in passing, like whenever I was going to like the elevators and stuff, then sometimes I'd hear people saying, "Oh, I gotta catch the Link's Awakening run," and
and
like
you're just
I don't
like,
think they knew that I was the runner, but I would just like hear them like talking about it, and I was like, "Yo, that's cool."
that's me.
Yeah, because like whenever I went out for like food or something, then like I wouldn't have my badge with me, so
Oh, okay.
like when I come back in and I'm like going like
Mm.
back up to my hotel room or something, then like yeah, a few different times I heard people like saying they really wanted to catch that run, and I was like,
I'd wear
where
my
you
badge
motherfucker?
everywhere. Just out on the town
Oh
with
yeah,
my badge. Like, oh, what are you
yeah,
here for? Like, what convention is it this time? Let me tell you about GDQ.
yeah. Sometimes I forget to take it off, and then like yeah, like when at restaurants and stuff, like people might ask,
Yeah.
yeah, like what is that,
Mm.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
You
if
see,
I
I'd
remember to.
rather forget to take it off than forget to put it on. I ain't looking to get in trouble. So I just wear
That
it
too.
all the time.
Yeah, like yeah, like if you come to the showroom and like forget to put it on or something.
Yeah, I know people that have accidentally like went to the arcade and just weren't thinking, and it's like, no, 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 go get it. Like obviously you're
Yeah.
not gonna get in a ton of trouble, but it is like, get out and get it, please, kind of a deal.
Yeah.
Like they do
It's like
take
the
that
extra hassle.
seriously. Take it
Yep.
seriously to the point where you can't even like post pictures of your badges sometimes because they worry about like printing it off or something. Like that is a
I
very
didn't
real
know
thing.
that.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
forget exactly what the rules are on that, but yeah, like they can't share the design until like you get it physically because yeah, people can like print it off. That's just yeah,
That makes sense
it
because
does, but like yeah, they take that shit seriously.
yeah, because whenever so we have like Anime North in Toronto, and like honestly, every time that I've went, I've always had
Mm.
counterfeit badges. So back
Ah.
before they used to do like the holographic um badges and stuff, but
Mm.
yeah, I yeah, like a friend. There's always like different friends, but different friends in different years had like made counterfeit badges and then would like actually sell them at the event, but would also like give me one for free. So
Ah, so you were
I would
committing
go.
crimes, you're admitting to them. I see.
Yeah, statute of limitation. I was a rowdy teenager. So
Yeah,
they also used to
fair.
have so they have Smash Bros Melee tournaments um like at Anime North, and they used to have like a prize pot for the brackets back in like 2000, 2008, 2009, 2010.
Mhm.
So I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to pay to go, but I also kind of want to go like farm the tournament or something. But then some of like my regular practice partners, and we were all like around the same skill level at the time. So whenever I would say like farm the tournament, it'd be like, expecting to get like somewhere between like first and third, but depending on like if they beat me or if I beat them this time, kind of thing. So yeah, though the three Anime Norths that I went to, I did win. Actually, did win the bracket all
Mm.
three times. So
Well, there you go.
so yeah,
A good
the very
investment.
first one was so bad. It was like single elimination the first time, and
Oh no.
they did like random seeding too. It
Oh
was
no.
so jank. Survival of the fittest. So my buddy
Free for all.
Raynex, my buddy Raynex that I mentioned at the beginning of this, he we had to play in like round two bracket. I was, oh my god. There was a realistic chance I could have just been out like round two because we were like, yeah, like about the same skill level, and had a very down to the wire set and everything. So could have been like one hit away from like not winning all that money.
It all worked out.
Yep, not for him though.
Well, it can't work out for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, we were definitely like very like casual about like among friends, like we were pretty casual about like the prize payouts. Like a lot of times, if we like were first and second, we would just like split the money with each other.
Okay.
Since we're like close friends and stuff. Between
That's
like
pretty cool.
yeah, me and like three other regular practice partners, we'd just do that.
Mhm.
So we'd still like for the pride try to win, but yeah, we'd probably like split the money also.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
you've
because
done a lot of like Smash commentary. Has that helped you want helped you just in general and want to do more like speedrun commentary? Because I noticed you on the couch quite a bit.
yeah, yeah, I feel like this time for yeah for SGDQ, I think the opportunities like to be on the couch just like happened to line up because it was like games that I know how to run, and also
Mhm.
like so usually people have their couch like already pre-planned when they submit
Yep.
their runs, but yeah, like a lot of people weren't going, so then it's like, hey, if you need a commentator, I know the game, so
And know how to
yeah, so
commentate. Been doing it a while.
exactly, so like oats and goats, so yeah, when one of the times he rated my stream, then I was like, yeah, if you need a commentator, yeah, I'll learn the category
There you go.
because I'd already run since I've run like any percent for a couple of years, but yeah, low percent I had
Low
never run
percent's a
until
lot different, isn't it?
yeah. So the early game is the same,
Hmm.
like up to or almost the same. Sorry, up to
Yeah.
when you get the gravity suit. So like the routing to Fantoon is the same, except that you have one less missile tank, pretty much.
Okay.
So getting a 2 round Fantoon, getting a 1 round is probably Oh well, actually no, it's doable, but I think only someone like Drewski is probably gonna get it in a run if does that category. But
You,
there's a
fun fact
very
about
impossible
Drewski
threat.
is he was one of the first people I ever interacted with in speedrunning.
Ooh, yeah,
He comes from
because of
Mario
Mario Bros.
1.
1, right?
Yeah.
Yep. He has
Just
the
funny how things work out.
right. Yeah, he has like the Lightning 4-2 for his like profile pic on Twitch.
I think that's
Is that
the
what it is?
old like corner clip strat that
Oh,
like
that's what it is.
never was always like just not viable for runs, but and all was
Ah,
never
so that's
considered
what.
viable at all, and then people figured out kind of how to do it. But
Mhm.
yeah, the setups now are so much better than whatever the hell that
So,
was.
so better than that corner clip.
Oh my god. I think that's what that
Yeah,
is.
yeah. So when I've like talked to him on his stream, he was saying how he really wanted to get like Super Metroid world record because he felt like he was like so close in Mario Bros. 1 to doing it, but like like on the verge of like something great, but like falling short. And
Hmm.
he feels like the same thing was happening to Super Metroid. So he's like really wanted to get the record because of that. And I was like, yo, why not do Mario Bros. 1 again?
Yeah, good luck with
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Oh
I
my
almost
god.
made it there too. I got third, and then people are too good.
Oh my god. Yeah, so I did see that like Nifsky got boxed for any percent, but
Hmm. Yeah,
I don't know if he
that
like came category or not.
yeah, that wasn't like shocking to anyone in the community. Very shocking to everyone outside the community, but yeah, like we
That makes
know
sense.
it's what happens
Okay,
when
that makes a lot more sense.
you know
Yeah.
you know he's not focusing on any percent and a bunch of other people are. So
Yeah, exactly. It's like the people that sometimes get overshadowed in
mhm,
like outside of the community, like when
yeah.
people talk about the game. Like
Oh yeah, that happens a lot.
yeah, like a what's it called? Like a summoning salt video or
Hmm.
like a cosmic or something, right? Then
Yeah.
they're mostly gonna be talking about like Nipsey, right? So
Hmm.
yeah, so then there's like those other people that are like very comparable in skill that
Hmm.
just don't get mentioned in the videos
Yeah.
yet. So
Yeah.
yeah, so then it's like less of a shocker for those that are like
In the
involved in the
know.
community and
Yeah,
like know everyone, right? So no, I
for
definitely
sure.
feel you
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah,
Unfortunately, all too common too.
it's
But
been a thing in Smash for so long, like
oh, I'm
as
sure.
well.
Like that
It's
community is huge in its own way,
yep.
and I feel like it's been large for longer.
Mhm.
So just
Definitely,
a lot
because the game
more.
hasn't like died out at any point. It's like
No.
survived so many times that it like had a huge decline and then had a big boom again, like that kind of thing.
Hmm.
Which yeah, I was there for most of the eras, which is also pretty cool, honestly.
Hmm.
Yeah, like yeah, I guess everything before like or everything after like Ken's era, I guess, and like the MLG era, then I've been around for like everything else pretty much. Which has been cool.
Hmm.
So yeah, like seeing like the Smash documentary and like either knowing of those events from like talking with people or being on Smash boards like back then, or actually being at the event, like depending, because I was definitely at like most of like the East Coast events, but West Coast it was hard to travel to.
Hmm.
Yeah, just because it's not cheap, it's far and all that. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, traveling is not free.
yep. Until after I got that sponsor,
Well, fair.
yeah, that was a good that was a good amount of traveling, but
Not everyone can get a sponsor though.
yeah, exactly. And like even now, it's like yeah,
Harder
like
than
the
ever,
number one
probably.
exactly like the number one player in the world. He might be. He made a video a while back, like a couple months ago, saying that he's probably gonna be retiring because he can't like find a sponsor. Like
Who's number one
he
right now?
uh, Cody Schwab,
Oh, it is
and then
Cody.
got
Okay.
Zane. second.
Zane's second. All right. Yeah, yeah. I know.
Yeah,
I know the names. I don't watch too much
yeah. For the
Melee because I just never grew up with that.
Mhm.
But I hear the names quite a bit. Like I've met Armada because he runs Mario 64, and then I know a lot
Yep.
of other top players. I have DMs with Mewtwo King because he's weird.
It's weird.
And
Did he did he ask you for HelloFresh or something?
no, but for other promotional stuff.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, you can probably connect the dots, but yeah,
Yep.
again, lots of overlap.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, out of the five gods in Melee, only one I ever beat in a tournament, but only
Mm,
once too.
there you go.
So yeah, back then he ranked, I think, at that time.
Mm,
So, so yeah, that was pretty hype.
yeah.
Been
So,
really close against Hungry Box a couple times, but he always clutch boxed on me,
mm,
as they
I
say.
see. Yeah,
And
that's
yeah, Armada I've only played once in tournament, like just like two stocked me like 2-0
mhm,
per game. So they were not that close matches, but like I didn't get destroyed, but they weren't that close either, kind
mhm,
of thing.
yeah.
And then yeah, PPMD I famously got four stocked one game against him. Uh, so that was bad for me, but I've had like one close set at damn long ago. Like I mentioned how Pound Four, how Narcissa and Giano had that Ocarina of Time
Mhm,
uh money match race.
yep.
Then I also played PP. I think it was phase 3 of pools, and that set was down to the wire, but he cheesed me
Mm,
right at the end. So it's close, but yeah. So I've had some down to the wire matches with him, and I'm whooped before by him. So yeah. And then Mango, I've also, oh my gosh, I've only played two bracket sets. Like, oh my gosh, it was in the same tournament too. But I didn't win a single game, but every game was close. So yeah,
well, there you go.
so just cleanly 6-0'd by him. Yeah, that same event because he came out to Toronto for that event. It was called Impulse 2. So we actually did team together for doubles at that,
Mm,
which pretty much like handily swept doubles, but he he was playing a lot of his like tertiary characters, like Sheik and Marth and stuff like that. And I remember there's a set that's like still on YouTube from back then. This was in like 2013, and the commentators they thought so. I decided to play Falco even though I'm a Fox main,
mm,
and Mango was playing Sheik, and the commentators thought I picked Sheik and thought Mango was Falco because he was a Falco main at the time, and
mm,
the commentators were like talking so much shit about my Sheik and like glazing the Falco, and then I was like on the comment on YouTube, I was like, yeah, I was the Falco, he was the Sheik. So
mm.
oh my gosh, because also Mango was
Oopsies.
like drinking like the
Ah,
whole
yeah.
day for day one of that tournament, because
Shocking.
yeah, when it came to day two, then he like locked in, which was like the singles like top 24.
Mm,
But for the doubles bracket, then yeah, he was just like drinking the whole time, and then so he was like playing kind of bad also, like
yeah.
I guess relatively. So then yeah, the commentators were just like talking shit about my Sheik when it was his,
Yeah.
and glazing the Falco because I was like carrying one of the games really hard. It's so funny, but anyway, just yeah, just like precious memories that I'm thinking of. It's like
Yeah.
funny experiencing that stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I think
remember I almost oh sorry.
I was just gonna say I think my point was my knowledge is limited, so just to give a frame of reference
Gotcha.
of what I know.
Fair. Yeah, I almost did DQ Mewtwo King out of Impulse 1, which was the year before, because it was
Mhm,
supposed to be a larger series that we had in Toronto back then. But for Impulse 1, we had 81 entrants, and 4 out of the 5 gods came. So like all of them
mhm,
except Armada.
mm,
And so Meet King was he would stall before playing bracket matches a lot. Like he would um either be practicing against people like in a corner when he was supposed to be playing his tournament match, or be like beating up the CPU and just kind of like stalling. And then
Mhm.
since I was helping as like a helping like as one of the um tournament organizers, not like the head organizer, but
Mhm.
yeah, I was helping like manage the bracket while also competing in the bracket. But yeah, he was like he took like 30 minutes and was like, "No, I'm not ready yet. Let me keep practicing, guy. All right, man, I'm gonna DQ you if you don't go play your match versus I think it was versus Mango at that time. No, it was Hungry Box, Hungry Box. So he was practicing against like a puff player on the side, and I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna DQ you if you don't go right now. Please don't." Like, yeah, because I was being like patient with him for like 15 minutes before, and then yeah, I was like, "All right, I think he's gonna keep doing this, so I gotta threaten the DQ or something."
Get his
Oh my
ass.
gosh.
No.
Yeah, I bet there would have been so much blowback because like like the top player privilege was like a so much more of a real thing back then. So yeah, like I think people would be afraid to like DQ someone of like that caliber while they're there at the event, you know.
Mhm.
But I was close to doing it. I was like, "Hey, you're skirting the rules, buddy." But yeah, that just happens. A lot of people have like Me Too King stories, but I don't know. He's not a bad guy at all, but it's just like, yeah, he's sometimes unaware about social stuff.
Yeah, I understand.
Yep. And yeah, I used to actually organize tournaments for like about it was 26 months, so slightly over 2 years. At this it's like a retro game store called ANC Games in Toronto, and there are some like old school people that like know of it. Well, old school people that know of it, and then there's also coincidentally like punch out speedrunners that like know one
Mm.
guy that worked there named D Tysonator.
Oh,
He was
that's
like
what it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah. He was like one of the first guys to do like a blindfolded like punch
Yeah,
out.
he beat Tyson in round one blindfolded first. I know that for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah, I was actually talking like in Summoning Salt stream about that like a month ago
Oh, well, there you go.
because
Yeah,
he was like,
yeah,
"Oh,
I've heard.
how's Tyson doing?"
He D Tyson was at AGDQ 2020. I didn't talk to him, but I know he was
Oh,
there
I didn't know he went.
because yeah, he was there for that was the two-player one controller blindfolded punch out run.
Oh shoot, I didn't
Hmm.
even know that he was there.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
he was there.
I gotta bring it up to him when I see him next time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if
I
you did
haven't
go to
seen him
AGDQ
in.
2020, there you
I
go.
could have probably just like roomed with him too because we were actually like
I don't know how long he
more in
was there,
touch
but
back
yeah,
then.
he was definitely there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I haven't seen him in. It's been about a year and a half at this point, but it's not like super long, but it has been a while. Been a while.
Hmm.
But yeah, we used to get dinner like here and there whenever I'd come visit ANC and stuff. So
That's cool.
yeah, so like I used to run tournament series from 2011 till 2013 that we called 6-4 matchup because with like head to head like character matchups, like we would rate them out of 10, so it'd be like 6-4 or 60-40. So
Hmm.
yeah, we'd always like make stupid jokes like outside of Smash, being like, you know, for example, like a bunch of us would be like, "Yo, go talk to that girl." One guy would be like, "I can't. That's a 6-4 matchup." So I'm
Oh my
like
god.
stupid shit like that,
Okay.
like dumb inside jokes. So yeah, so I made that tournament series. Yeah, just like easy naming, and yeah, during that time, so I used to like, oh my gosh, so I ran the bracket. I would compete in the bracket. I also ran the stream as well,
Hmm.
like pretty much by myself. Like did all the seating. It was a lot of work,
Busy.
but also ANC gave me like the owners gave me like a pretty good like deal. Gar and Cheng, which so because because we charge $10 for the venue fee, and then I would charge like $10 for the actual like bracket entry.
Mhm.
So they gave me 30% of the venue fee on a few conditions. So it was like 10% was for just running the event, and then another 10% if if you finished the bracket on time and like got out of the venue, and then the other 10% was if I chose to stream on their Twitch channel. Um, yeah, I think that was like when yeah, that was when Twitch was like kind of new, like after Justin TV. Like I think
After the
Twitch bought Justin
purchase.
TV. Is that how
Okay.
that went? Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So it was like not that long after that
Mhm.
when I started running the tournament. So yeah, so I'd like stream on their channel while also like competing and like trying to make the tournament go on time and all. So it's cool. We got like yeah 30% of 30% of the entry fee plus I was in grand finals for 25 out of 26 of the tournaments I hosted. So like first or second, pretty much like almost every time. Sounds so corrupt, but it's like they had the skill at the time. Oh my gosh! But um, what's it called? The very when the first three of the 6 matchup tournaments, like I streamed on my channel, which uh with or sorry no three, 2, 3, and 4 sorry were the ones that I streamed, and so as a side tangent, coincidentally, so my 14-year stream anniversary is coming up in October October 4th. So I think that's next Saturday.
I didn't know it's been around that long.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, 2011 October, yeah, October 4th, 2011. Been that long. Oh my lord. But yeah, it's like another like random side tangent. Yeah, cuz I used to stream on my own channel, and the ANC owners offered.
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, we'll pay you we'll pay you a bit more, like use their channel for the stream." It was cool. Back then, like there wasn't any like we're like originally we were trying to get someone else to like potentially like host the events because I mostly wanted to focus on competing anyway. But there was kind of like 2011 was kind of when Melee was kind of like dying after a couple years after Brawl came out. So like a lot of tournaments had like pretty small turnouts, but um there was still like a decent amount of people that would like come to those events. So it usually ranged. So like the worst week that we ever had was like 16 entrants, and then the best was 54 entrants. I think it was fourth, the fourth month had a. Is that right? Yeah, the fourth month had like 54 entrants because the guys from Quebec when they were because for a lot of years like the Quebec guys were like the best players in Canada, but then around 2010 2011 like our top 4 players in Toronto, we were like around the same skill level as them. So um yeah, by that point we were starting to go like back and forth. Like compared to like 2009, 2008, 2007, like, we would just get whooped by them. They would like drive up to Toronto and like farm our bigger tournaments even with like no trouble. So it was cool to see like also just like tangible progress in that way, like being able to like beat guys that just used to just like whoop us for years. So it was cool. I think that was like the one month where I actually didn't make it to grand finals though. I got third at that one. So so I only beat some of them but lost this. But anyway, again with the
Yeah.
whole long tangent.
Well, again, that's what we do.
Yep.
I
And
mean, is there anything I haven't brought up?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, so
You
I know
spent.
earlier you asked like what other like live speedrun events have been to.
Hmm. I think you've
Yeah, for
covered
the most
all of
part.
them.
Yeah, exactly. Like for the most part, yeah, the 4 GDQs and then yeah,
Hmm.
the 2 no resets this year also.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't go to Zeldathon though this year. They had a have a new owner for the event and it's in like a different location than it used to be though. Not allowed to say where it is as part of like the Zeldathon like rules thing. So
NDA.
but usually I carpooled with Video James like most of the time when we went to past Zeldathons, but he didn't feel like going to the newest one because he wanted to see how things would shake out with like the owners and stuff.
Hmm.
So um yeah, and I didn't want to travel alone, so yeah. So if he decides to go to the next one, probably like carpool with him.
Hmm.
There's also a chance I might go to the speed gaming event coming up soon.
Oh yeah, Speed Gaming Live.
Yeah, because Video
That
James
that's
is driving over
where,
there.
or that takes place kind of where GDQ used to be, right?
Yep. Yeah, out in Virginia.
Yeah. I was thinking like
Yeah,
maybe the exact venue.
I think so because I think Jamie was mentioning that it was like I forgot what year of GDQ though.
Yeah, it would
Because
have been. It
when
would have been a
we
while back because I think the venue would be too small for GDQ nowadays or something.
I think he might have said like 2015, but I
Yeah, yeah,
could be
yeah.
wrong.
Is it by the
Yeah,
airport?
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm
then
actually not sure
I think I might know
because
which one it is. This was
yeah,
again
it's like
before my time, so I'm guessing, but pretty sure.
gotcha. Yeah. It's like Hendon or Herd.
Hendon,
I forgot
Virginia.
the name
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
Hendon. There you
That's right.
go. Yeah, because we were talking about it when we were carpooling to No Reset about
Hmm.
3 weeks ago. He was like, he's like, yeah, if you want to ride with me, then yeah, then by all means. So I've been thinking about it. I've been on the fence currently, but due to like being able to carpool there, then I'm like heavily considering it. So here's hoping.
Yep.
But
Well,
yeah, I think the big thing is I need to sort out like hotel uh,
mhm.
stuff because it's usually the bulk of the cost plus like the exchange rate from like Canada to US also is like terrible. So
Sure,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's nice when getting paid by Twitch, but
Yeah.
bad when like going to US events. But
S-
yeah, we've also been trying to convince more Americans to no reset
mm.
out of Montreal of the better exchange rate for them and all that. So
I see.
yeah, which the next one is oh my god, whatever is the last weekend of March coming up is the next no reset. But um, I got to see how my financial situation is at the time. But I'm likely gonna go because it sounds like Video James is down to drive again, and Pidge already signed up. So I think that we're all probably just gonna carpool.
Got it.
Which yeah, Jamie and Pidge also coincidentally are like neighbors, so it's like really convenient for them. And then on my way to Montreal, like they literally passed my house. It's like a 5 minute detour to pick me up, so it's not bad.
Got it.
Works out really well.
Are there
But yeah,
are there any other games we didn't go over that you'd like to?
mm,
I know we've been all over
yeah,
the
the long,
place, so
yeah, right, yeah, the long laundry list of
yeah,
speedrun.
that's usually how this goes, though. But
Hey, I kind of like it like that actually.
yeah, yeah. I mean, this is what I was saying. No script, no nothing. Just whatever the hell happens, happens.
Yep. Chill vibe, you know. Yeah, for other speed
Yeah,
games,
chill vibes. That's the excuse I use instead of saying what it is, which is I'm not a professional.
also fair.
But you know, it's the vibes. Anyway,
Yeah, the yeah. What else have I been up to with speedruns? So yeah, I was grinding Super Metroid GT Classic for the
Yeah,
last few
actually,
days.
what
I
is GT Classic exactly?
Okay, so the GT code is it's a debug code that was left in on when you're entering the mini boss room named the mini boss named Golden Torizo. So that's what GT stands for.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, when you're entering the room, then during the door transition, if you're holding all of the face buttons on your controller, so A, B, X, and Y,
Mm-hmm.
then it sets Samus's items to, oh god, what's the item loadout? Oh, so yeah, her loadout is 700 health, which is kind of weird because you know how her health always ends in 99.
Yeah, and
So
then it adds a bar for each 100 or whatever.
yeah, so it's like 700 instead of like 699.
Oh, I
So
see. So you
it's
get
like
like
kind of weird.
1 pixel of bar or whatever.
Yep.
I see. Yeah.
Which actually matters for a big trick in that category, which is kind of fun. That we have the extra 1 health, which like coincidentally saves like 8 to 10 seconds. Whereas if it was 699, it wouldn't. But yeah, so 700 health, 100 missiles, 20 super missiles, 20 power bombs, and then it gives her all of her major items except screw attack. So all of her beams, both suits, and then yeah, all the movement items. So like high jump, space jump, speed booster.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, grapple beam, X-ray. What's also weird because when you do the code, so unlike the heads-up display for all your items, the grapple and the X-ray both aren't visible on your heads-up display, but they are there. So it's very easy to miss menu and like
Ah,
accidentally select one of them
yeah.
and like not notice. So yeah, you can sometimes just like waste time because of that. So if you actually save and reset, then it'll be visible like when you load the save again.
Mhm.
Like it'll be visible on your heads-up display, but when you do the actual code, it's like not there, not visible.
Got it.
And
Okay. So the
yeah,
run
so
is just
despite
any
not
percent, but you do the code and then beat the game. Okay,
yeah, so
okay.
the run's faster than any percent because yeah, because we go to do like the GT code like early because it's in lower north, but we kind of get like very minimal items and then like immediately do very dangerous lava dive to like get past the lava part to get into lower Norfair. So because we don't have gravity suit at that point of the run, so we get I guess the optimal route is with getting only one extra E tank for like the world record route. But safer routes will might get like 2 E tanks and also high jump boots,
Mhm.
which will lose like I don't know 40 seconds probably, but um which is the route I do. Well, I do one E tank with skip over the other E tank that's like right in your way and like literally jump over.
Mhm.
Except for those runs where I actually jump too low and grab it by accident. Yeah. Because the fanfares are long in that game. It's like almost 7 seconds. I just use only one tank because of that. But so yeah, there's lava dive, which is a big reset point. If you fail the movement in like in the lava, then you're probably just gonna die because your health is constantly draining.
Yeah.
And then when you get into lower Norfair, there's another reset point called the green gate glitch. So yeah, there's one of those gates with like the green switch, but it's on like you're coming in from the wrong side. So like so you're coming in the room from the right side, but then the switch on the gate is on the left side of the gate. So
Mhm.
there's a trick that you can do where you if you jump in a precise position, like with enough momentum, then you can like clip a super missile through the gate and through the gate and hit the switch on the wrong side.
Hmm.
Only if the only you can only do it on like the on a left facing gate though. So coincidentally, we can do it on that specific gate. Um so if you're the room before the green gate, if you're running in from the room, if you do a precise setup, you can make it a 2 frame window instead of a 1 frame window to clip your super missile.
Mhm.
But if you fail it, then the backup you have to kind of shoot at the same time as you like jump and move. So it's a frame perfect window for the
Mhm.
backup strats. Unless if you were to like leave the room, then run back in the room and do it again. Yeah, that wastes like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
No reason. Yeah, so yeah, if you run out of super missiles, then you're soft lock. So that's like the other reset
Mm,
point.
I see.
Which yeah, like I was commentating a tournament match today, and yeah, unfortunately that happened to both of those two reset points. In a best of three happened to the guy that lost, even though he was the higher seed. But
Oh,
um
okay. So wow.
yeah, so he died to the lava dive in game one,
Mhm.
and didn't do a safety save. So
Okay.
due to that, he was like back to the ship after the series escape. So it's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
12-minute time loss or something.
Jesus.
And then game two, he got the lava dive, and then he safety saved before Green Gate glitch, but he failed all 5 tries because you only have 5 super missiles there. So he failed all 5 tries the first time, had to reset, and then go and do it again. But he still lost like nearly a minute to having to uh,
And that
reset
was
the
too
game and all that.
much. Okay.
Yeah, so he lost by I think like 20 something seconds.
All right.
So he
Yeah,
was
that's unfortunate.
yeah, so he was coming back, and also because the
Mhm.
guy that won, he missed baby skip, so that also gave him a chance to bring it back. So a little bit,
At least
but
keeps things entertaining, right?
yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, that was winter semis too. This got you
Oh
pretty
wow.
far in the bracket. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so then I know Zost is in that bracket. I think he's the favorite to win that tournament. Uh, I think he's still like hasn't played like his early rounds yet. He's been at Zenny's house for I think about a week. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, so the GT code. So yeah, once you get past the green gate, then two rooms after is where Golden Chorizo is. So you do the GT code there, and so yeah, around like 14 minutes into the run on like a good pace, then yeah, then you have like almost like hundo items basically,
I see.
just with not as much ammo and health basically, but you have like all the other items.
You have helpful things.
Yep. Yeah, so all the majors except for screw attack, but normally when you beat Gold Torizo, so the room to the right, so we come in the room from the wrong way, and the screw attack is right there, but
Mhm.
we have to collect it after doing the GT code, otherwise it'll delete the item because when you do the code, like no matter what your item loadout is, then it'll set all of Samus's items to all the stuff that I said.
Mhm.
So even if you have more or extra stuff, then it'll delete like the extra ammo and all that. So yeah, so I assume that they didn't give screw attack for that debug code just because it's in like the next room beside it.
Mhm.
So
All right. So long story short, the code is not named after me. Got
nah,
it.
GTA's code. Yeah, and then you pretty much just blitz through the rest of the game because you have
Mhm.
full powered beams and like all that.
All
Oh,
right.
there's also another glitch like with that. So what because it gives Samus all her beams, it also equips all of them. And normally, you're not able to equip both Spazer and the plasma beam at the same time. But since it has it both equipped, if you shoot it, it'll shoot like an invalid beam and just like crash your game. So you also have to
Sick.
be careful not to shoot by accident after you do the code, which
Cool.
is a common thing, like holding the Y button for too long when buttons. So you just like crash the game too, which is also another scary thing.
That's funny.
So when you do the code, then you pause. You're normally supposed to pause and then unequip. Well, ideally Spazer because Plasma is just 3 times stronger than Spazer. So there is another category though called GT Space Time where if you unequip the wave beam and shoot while you have a still Spazer and Plasma equipped, it makes this like graphical glitchy mess on like the top of the screen, but it also lets you kind of like clip out of bounds into like the into a screen transition that brings you to like when uh like Samus's ship when like the planet is exploding when you have to escape right at the end of
Mhm.
the run. So yeah, it like literally like can like clip you into like the end game. So
Oh, okay.
you can have like yeah, you can beat the game in like 14 minutes because or get to the credits if you're playing that category. So
Huh?
GT Classic bans the use of the space time beam,
Yeah.
but
Got it.
there's a separate category for GT space time as well.
Okay.
So GT Classic was just like the original fastest route that was known for the GT code until space time got discovered. So that's why there's their own separate categories.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then after that, then since you beat Kraid before doing the lava dive stuff, then you just go beat Ridley, then beat Dragon, and then beat Fantoon. There's I guess for the bosses besides Ridley, you can melt them all with what we call the microwave beam. So um because the plasma beam, one of its properties is that it passes through enemies and it does damage per frame as it's passing through.
Mm.
But for the bosses, except for Ridley and Mother Brain, because you're not supposed to have plasma beam that early. Then it passes through them, but it triggers their iframes still. So then so the microwave part, so you shoot the plasma beam through them, and then if you use your X-ray, because it kind of like freezes the game, but um their iframes still run. So then you can like use your X-ray to like freeze the beam in place, and then when their iframes run out, that same beam will still hit them as it's passing through. So you can
And
just keep
at
going.
that point, it'll do like damage every frame and just annihilate them.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. All
So
right.
like you can hit like bosses like 6 times as it's passing through them and just like kill them in one shot, like that kind of thing. So
Good
it's
stuff.
pretty broken.
Of
And
course.
then the 700 health thing, there's like so on Mother Brain, so there's a glitch called stand up, which so like when she hits you with like that rainbow beam and then kneeling, and then the baby comes in and saves her and like grabs onto Mother Brain and all that. Um so when your health is at exactly 100 or less, then Mother Brain will keep trying to damage you down until you're at that threshold to trigger the cutscene for the baby to save you. But if you take damage from the rainbow beam while you don't have the Varia suit equipped, the beam does like 600 damage instead of 300, and you'll be able to stand up as well if you press up on the D-pad, and you can have like full control of Samus instead of her being stuck like kneeling. So
Mhm.
you can purposely damage down to trigger the scene afterwards with the baby, but again, you have to be damaged down to uh at least 100 or more. So because you have the 700 health, then you take 600 damage from the beam, so you're put at exactly 100, so you can do the stand up glitch. So it's like kind of funny that like that one extra like hit point makes a difference. And or it makes a difference for like saving extra time on that fight. So it's pretty cool. And then but yeah, like I'm not a top level runner at that at the game, but like people said I got a like high 35 like 2 days ago, and people said I got a that like getting a 35 was like relatively fast because they've run the category for like 9 days in total. And some people said they took about 2 years to get that far. So hey.
There you go. Speedrunning, speedrunning.
Right. So there's another category I want to learn, which is a category extension called North Korea percent.
Okay. I'm gonna need some
Which
context here.
okay, so normally for any percent, so there's like different routes that you can do, which each of the letters is like the first letter of the boss's name. So it's doing the boss route in that order. So like D so like K is Kraid, P is Fantoon, D is Dragon, and R is Ridley. So
Like PKDR and then yeah.
so D, what is it? DPRK is like North Korea, like Democratic People's Republic of Korea. So
Mm,
because you're doing the bosses in that order,
I see.
North Korea percent. So it's a it's funny to say the category like, oh, what why is it called North Korea? You know, it's a kind of a slow category because it's like because you have to do Dragon first, and the gravity suit is locked behind Fantoon, so you have to do all of like Meridia, like the underwater area, without the gravity
Mm.
suit. So you have like the crappy movement like in the
Mm-hmm.
water, and you also need to get enough gear and health to be able to like just survive going through Meridia. And what was the other thing that you need? Why am I forgetting? Oh, you need grapple beam to actually get out of the room because of the hindered movement in the water. So to get out of the room with Dragon, otherwise you'd be soft locked in there after defeating Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so you have to go like very out of your way to like collect very specific items just to do Dragon first. So that's why it's kind of a slow category. But um, yeah, a lot of runners call it RBO light because RBO you have to grab like way more items than that because of having to do Ridley first with like
Mm-hmm.
suitless lower Norfair while you're taking like constant heat damage. So
Mm-hmm.
runners need to get like usually like 8 or 9, 8 or 9 or 10 like e tanks to survive that area. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then you still have to also have the stuff to not soft lock on Dragon afterwards in like first boss order. So yeah, that's why they call it RBO light because you're doing kind of like the Dragon stuff and getting like half as many e tanks as you would as RB.
Got it.
It's still a complicated category.
Mm-hmm.
So, planning to learn it, but maybe the week after next because I got a D-Rust any percent because I got asked to run for a marathon on Friday
Mm.
around 8 p.m. So yeah, so maybe running any percent for this marathon called Saving Sarah, which Osborne DM me about it. Said that she's a friend of it. She's a friend of his from like the GDQ community and some other speedrunning communities. Yeah, there's like raising money to like uh help her out of like a financial issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he like specifically asked for Super Metroid. I'm assuming because like save versus kill the animals is like
Mm. A classic. Yeah.
popular mid war, right? So and then a few days ago he asked me if I could also run Metroid Zero Mission because one of the runners had to drop. Yeah, also doing Zero Mission as a backup run.
Mm.
Practice that at some point. Cause yeah, getting low on time, but I but what was I gonna say? The Yeah, I feel like whenever I run Zero Mission, it kind of messes up my muscle memory. Super Metroid, so I'll likely just focus on Zero Mission, and then when I'm done that marathon run, then I'll practice Super Metroid for the next 2 days after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because yeah, because the games are like they're mechanically different, but I think because I use the same controller for games, that kind of like messes up my muscle memory between both games.
Mm-hmm.
It's both Samus. But yeah, aside from that, I'm usually like signed up for a lot of marathons, but I
I've
actually don't
noticed.
have any. Right, I don't have any upcoming ones at the moment. Like I mentioned now last week, I had like the GDQ hotfix show for Donkey Kong Country 2. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then I guess like 3 days before that, I also ran what's it called? Yeah, I also ran yeah, I ran DKC 2 102% for complete-a-thon also, so it's like running the same category in the same week. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but yeah, the hotfix show was man, that run I feel like it had a chance to be on PB pace, but I died like 3 times in Webwoods. I think it was 3, no, 4 times. Sorry, it's ended up being like 3 minutes behind my PB because of that. So, but hey, that's the nature of one attempt speed runs, right?
Mm-hmm. It's on pace until it
Yeah.
isn't.
Yup. Exactly. But I did submit for like a few other marathons, which also I forgot you asked way back what did I submit for
Ah,
SGDQ.
true. That's right.
I'll touch on that first, but yeah, so Donkey Kong Country 2 for as I mentioned, yeah, 102%, no major glitches. True ending with a donation incentive to run all stages as a category extension. Because
Hmm.
all stages, for the actual all stages category, we actually do the whole true ending category and then beat the remaining levels afterwards. So uh yeah, if you're running all stages, you can like technically PB in two categories potentially because you do like pretty much, yeah, exactly the same route. It's a pretty good donation incentive to like, add an extra like 12 minutes to the run. And then yeah, so I think that's the three I submitted for that game, and then submitted Mario Tennis Game Boy Color,
Hell yeah.
which I learned the run during the flight to this past SGDQ, and then yeah, and then after grinding it for about 2 weeks, I got world record in all of the any percent categories. So there's a singles singles campaign, and then there's a doubles campaign, and then there was a bit of a thing when I first got the that I did it using the Japanese version because it's fast,
Hmm.
and then there was a community poll split the split the regions into separate categories um because they're like very different from each other.
Hmm.
So then there's like a unanimous vote to separate the categories. So because of that, then I had the Japanese world record. I had to, and then English was like more optimized, both singles and doubles. So I grinded that after a month ago. So then I got the record in both of the English versions as well. And I
Hmm.
don't plan on running 100% at all. So it's like nearly 5 hours category. So yeah. So I submitted the English singles and doubles, and then just put a bid war incentive for which category to run, pretty much.
Hmm.
Which doubles is way more hectic because your teammate is a CPU, so and not the best CPU. So yeah, it can feel like a one versus. And yeah, I guess for like known people that have run the game, like Worcester used to have world record, any percent doubles, so I bopped him for that record. And then yeah, the next games I submitted, GT Classic for Super Metroid.
Yep.
I highly doubt that of all the ones, I highly doubt that would get in because I feel like better runners always submit SM to like every GDQ. So
You
so
never
I feel
know.
like either, yeah, that's also true. So yeah, I feel like likely they'd get picked or like no one or the other. So
Mhm.
but we'll see. Maybe. Yeah, I feel like there's like a chance, but it's like probably my lowest odds the of all the ones I submitted.
Mhm.
And then yeah, I submitted yeah, Mario RPG, the original.
Mhm.
Um
Low
there is a new
percent? No,
route.
I'm kidding.
Oh
That
my
would not
god.
be a good marathon, bro.
For low level, there is a mod to get 0 EXP. So like
Mm.
you could do the run in like uh probably like a bit under 5 hours with it. Like, since you don't have to reset after like the fucking the Yoshi gambling mini game. So, so yeah. So that could be a good way to showcase it, but even still, there's still like
I feel like
for
they
the
don't
route,
accept
like,
runs that long anymore.
yeah, not that often, right?
No. And if it
Yeah.
would, you'd probably get like a late night slot or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. Like, haven't seen like runs that long in a while
Yeah.
because
I
usually be
mean,
like a Final Fantasy game like near the end of a G. is like the common thing, right?
Yeah. Usually the long run's like a finale, and even still, that's usually like 3 hours.
Yep. Yeah, like this time we had yeah like Deltarune with like all the
Mm-hmm.
chapters. Yeah, that was still like less than 4 hours. So
Yep.
yeah, exactly. And then yeah, so yeah, some RPG. Yeah, there is a bit of a new route in the early game that
Mm.
doesn't save like a huge amount of time, but it's still different. I think it's like 12 seconds or something. So so could show that off potentially. And then what did I submit? Oh my god. Yeah, so GD Classic, Donkey, that Mario RPG, Mario
Tennis.
Tennis, and Link's Awakening DX.
Ah.
This time I submitted 100%. No
Okay.
wrong work out of bounds. So yeah, that so that the category I ran for SGDQ, any percent no wrong work not out of bounds was it's the first time that category has ever been run at a GDQ because it's usually been no save quit wrong work and out of bounds because that
Mm.
used to be the main category for the community, but then
Yeah.
the one that I ran maybe like 5 or 6 years ago became like the community's like main category because it became more popular. So, and then 100% no wrong work no out of bounds it's been run like quite a few times because there's a convenient bid war that gets done every year with because for the color dungeon since you have to choose which color tunic to get, then yeah, we just have a bid war for like what color to pick.
Mm-hmm.
And RTA blue is faster on average. Um because it makes the dungeon 5 boss the wall snake. If you get the red tunic because he has like extra iframes when you hit him, then but your sword doesn't actually do more damage on him particularly. So it still takes 8 hits to kill him regardless. And because of the extra iframes, you need him to spawn from like one of the sides of the walls that's like on the opposite side of the room from you so that you can like pull him out with the hook shot further along
Mm-hmm.
the room so that he takes longer to retract. So so that you can get 4 hits in per cycle, but uh because he doesn't have extra iframes if you know don't have red tunic or piece of power, then you can always 2 cycle no matter what RNG you get. So the red tunic makes it RNG that you might lose like 10 seconds uh half the time. So because you gotta or more than half the time because it's like 2 50/50s in a row. So yeah. The odds are against you. And you need to have like both cycles be the good pattern each time. Yeah. So because of that, yeah, red like might lose like 10 seconds. In tasks, red tunic actually is faster by I think it's like less than a second. So they get the red because with the red tunic before you have level 2 bracelet, when Link picks up objects like rocks and stuff, then he picks up stuff faster with the red tunic or piece of power or with level 2 bracelet. They all don't stack together, but there is a bit of the run where you don't have level 2 bracelet yet by the time you get one of the tunics. So yeah, that's why Tash chooses red there. So yeah, so it's interesting. Yeah, red is faster optimally technically, but then RTA like blue's more likely to save you time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a good bid war. Yeah, everybody loves to play up like how terrible it's gonna be getting red. I think it helps like incentivize people to donate. And yeah, so those are the 5 games I submitted. That
Meanwhile,
was
I haven't submitted anything yet. That's
shoot.
my
Do
contribution to the conversation.
you have any in mind so far?
Kind of. I don't know. I've kind of done everything I'm good at. I'll figure it
Everything you're
out.
good at
Yeah,
it.
I'll figure it out.
Oh my gosh.
I can't
If
not
there if
submit no. If I submit nothing, it's over.
there-
I can't do that. I gotta find. I'll figure it out.
Fair. Plus,
Very,
also if
very
there's
important.
like something that you haven't done in like a while at a GDQ, you could probably submit it again too if you feel.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
Yeah,
I got time.
like that gimmick category. Like I've run like twice,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like 2.5 years apart. So yeah,
Yeah.
so stuff like that. And, yeah, I thought about so for the last shoot, when was it? So since yeah, SGDQ 2024, and then this past yeah SGDQ 2024, and then these past two GDQs this year, I submitted Quest RPG Ryan's Journey both times, but or each time, and in the in the submission, I'm like, yeah, sent said that I should try to get a good Quest game in a GDQ for once, because
Mm.
he did the original game, so I talked to him at AGDQ 2024 one of the nights, because I was like, yeah, I saw that you were like near the bottom of the leaderboards, but like your run was like 10 years ago, but without a video. You know, as we talked about, like old verifying status, right?
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, and then he was like, yeah, like I made the original route, and I was like, and then I was saying like, yeah, like I picked up the game like a week ago when I got world record. And then he's like, yo, you should submit it to like the next GDQs, you know, so you can have a good quest game in the GDQ.
Well.
Because how I mentioned how when I was at Zeldathon and the COVID outbreak,
Mm-hmm.
I learned Quest RPG while I was
Mm.
not allowed at the event space, and was just like either in my room or like went outside to like eat or something. So I learned the run, and then yeah, after like 2 days, I got world record. It was pretty funny. So yeah, and then yeah, AGDQ was like a couple weeks after. So yeah, so then that ties into me talking to Sent about that, because I was kind of just fresh off of like getting the record too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now I have the leaderboard sweep for that game, because there's yeah, any percent on English, any percent Japanese, all spirits, which there's like these freestanding spirits that gives you like one level up to one of your magic elements. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you have to get all of them that are in the world map and like dungeons and towns and all that. Um, it's funny because like the Japanese any percent, so there was only one runner on the leaderboard, and when I was looking at it, and I was like wondering, I was wondering like what's different enough for Japanese to be slower than English, but it was just that it was like really so then I was like watching, and there's like a big difference in that game. So in Japanese, if you when you're in a town, if you hold the A button, then you run like 3 times faster
Hmm.
than your normal like walking speed. But only in Japanese. In English, you are always at the same constant speed. So I'm like, hey, there's no way that like Japanese should be slower than English. So so um that, and then yeah, Japanese text speed. So then once I started grinding down Japanese 20%, now crap. I think it's about a 7 minute difference, like Japanese to English. At least between my PBs. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's yeah. So finally, it's like a lot more optimized. That run is still definitely an RNG fest. What is convenient for the Game Boy version is that you can save at any time, like just in your pause menu, compared to Quest 64, where you have to like talk to an NPC and in a town, and you also have to have a memory card plugged in and everything. So plugged into your controller. So yeah. So all that. So in that way, it's a lot more merit, but it's like still like just an RG fest, whether you'll like PB or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, there's so many boss fights that we just gamble, where we're like, all right, either they kill us turn one, or we like maybe can win the fight. That's kind of how it goes. So we like save before the bosses, and then might lose like 15 seconds because they one shot you turn one, and then you try again. Yeah. So I think my English PB is not deathless, but then my Japanese one deathless, if I recall correctly. So definitely have more time to save on English potentially. Yeah. But I said I'm only coming back to that game. So generally, either if my time gets bopped, maybe. Um, whenever I have like a run in a marathon and I have to, practice to do my due diligence.
Well, there. I'm really out of things to really ask. Is there anything we didn't go over that you'd like to?
Hmm.
I have a couple ending things I'll state, but just to make
Okay.
sure we
Okay.
didn't miss anything. You would know better than me
Yeah.
about yourself, so I should
I was
hope.
trying to. I'm not too sure. But
Hmm.
yeah. What was I gonna? What was I thinking? Yeah, I guess for other speedrun stuff, like for the popular games, like I was learning 70 star.
Oh, okay.
um, but then in
I know you did 16.
yeah, like I grinded up until I got a sub 18 for 16 star.
That's
So
pretty
just
fast.
barely got it.
I barely have a sub 19, so
Hey, so
hey.
you hit the sub 20 milestone though.
Oh yeah, a while back.
Like
Um, I'm
yeah,
capable of 17 as well. I just haven't played. That game's
no,
fun to
that's sweet.
practice though, and usually I don't enjoy practicing, so that's why I can pull out some good runs despite not doing RTAs.
Mhm. Man, I feel the same way actually. Like it actually does feel fun to practice.
Yeah.
I can get so
Well, I like
just
just
over
playing,
practice
ROM
for
hacks and
hours.
stuff for fun, and the entire time you're like doing movement just because the
Yeah.
movement feels fun, and then, you can translate it over pretty easily.
Yep. 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 Yeah. So for 17 or sorry, for 16 star, like whenever I come back, I was planning to learn LBLJ, which
That route, yeah.
which GTM offered to coach me
Ah,
for,
he coaches
for speed
everyone.
exactly. So we were talking about it near the finale for at SGDQ. We are like
mm.
both like at the entrance of the room as Deltarune was ending. So we were like talking
He's
about it.
coaching Zane right now. Apparently, he's really good at
Yep.
coaching melee players.
Yep. He coached Moki as well.
Yeah, that's right.
He and yeah, Moki because Zane got into 16 star, Moki just started grinding again like a week ago. So he's trying to get a 16 now.
Gotta
So he
love
has
the
a
overlap.
17-17.
Although I think
So
GTM's pretty good at melee too, I believe.
yeah, we didn't play at SGDQ, but he was asking me
Yeah,
a bunch
I'm not
of times, but
surprised.
yeah, the timing didn't line up unfortunately because like
Yeah.
the times when he was free, I was like with either Monkey for his zero mission run and
Oh
like
yeah, that's right.
making sure that I know what strats he's going for in the
It's
run.
funny, I know him
Because
for the Billy Hatcher stuff. I forget he's like good at zero mission and fusion.
oh, that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Super Monkey Ball, and I was like, wait, you play?
Oh, also that. No, that would make even more sense because SMB. But that's not the SMB I'm
Yeah.
familiar with.
Yep.
But no, I remember him from Billy Hatcher because Cosmic got pretty into that game, so I kind of
That makes sense.
learned about that community through there. But yeah, I
Mhm.
mean Monkey Ball's cool too. I've definitely seen some stuff.
Yeah, like one of the top players for Monkey Ball, Ghetto Ghetto War Machine. He is a Game and Watch player, probably the best Game and Watch player.
Hmm.
So we know each other like through melee. But no, I don't think we've ever met in person though. I don't think we've been at the same tournament. But we do like rate each other and like chat in each other's stream
Mm-hmm.
stuff. It's pretty cool that he's like also like he's like a prominent speedrunner at a game, just
The
but
overlap, I'm telling you.
yeah, right.
There's a lot of it.
Yep.
Just proving the point.
And and yeah, so like yeah, so not being able to play melee with G, yeah, because he was also like with Beeve for
Yep.
like working commentary.
Yeah, that was a big run, close to the
Yup.
end.
Yeah, that was a sick run. I was
I love Mario
there.
64.
Yeah, I was gonna go to because there was a Smash Bros Melee monthly that was like a 25 minute walk from the SGDQ venue. I was
Mm.
gonna go that day, but then I wanted to watch Beeves run, so it was like a combination of that, and also I was pretty hungover when I woke up. So
Good choice. Mario 64 is where it's at. I
yep.
bet I went to enough pace events where I got really into the Mario 64 stuff, so I'm glad they,
Nice.
since that event ended, I'm glad they're moving on over because that
Yeah.
run was so nice.
Yep. And additionally,
It's the first run
yeah,
with
I do want to
carpetless on
learn.
GDQ too,
Yep, exactly,
which is
exactly.
that's the big deal.
It's just so sick.
Hmm.
Yeah, I want to learn 120 event 70 first because my original plan was try and learn like I wasn't even 16 stars at all.
Mm.
Then I was like, oh, it's gonna take so long to learn 70, and I
You have to
kind of
start with
didn't want to
16,
stream
yeah.
exactly. Like I
You
didn't want
just
to
have to.
stream like learning it for that long too. So
Yeah, I've done
like, all
70 and
right, I'll just do.
120. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I have average times. I think I have a 57, 70. So
nice.
sub hour and some change. So it's all right.
Hmm.
And then I have like a 230 and 120. I've done 2 runs. I did no reset without practice in 5 hours 54 minutes. And then years later, I did another run and it was 2 hours 30 minutes. A nice 3.5 hour PB is
Nice.
great.
Yeah, I do remember you telling me about the 70 star
Yeah,
which hadn't, but
70's fun.
120 I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have not put in that much work, but I had to get that 554 or whatever I had off the board. Jeez, that was just brutal.
That's funny. There was another friend that I stayed with a week in San Diego near the end of 2018, um, named Okami BW. He's definitely a good runner in like Mario 64 now, but when I was at his place, he had like just finished learning 120 star,
Mm-hmm.
and he was running on a Wii BC as well. So I was there
Boo.
for
No.
his first run when he got like a three. It was like a 356, I think.
It's not bad
Yeah,
for
for like his
first
first
run.
finished
Yeah.
run. Yeah, I remember it being like sub 4, but yeah, I think it was like 56 or 3. But yeah, I just happened to be there because I was like visiting and like I went to the U.S. for. Yeah, it's like a fun coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think on VC, I think he has like a 1-2 now, something like
Holy
that.
shit. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like I think it's either 142 or 140. It was something
That's like
solid
cyclimic
time.
time, I
Yeah, right.
think. I forget,
Yeah,
the famous like shit.
yeah. Solemic's like old
Yeah.
ass PBs when he
Distorted
did the
color, horrible music record.
yep
Yeah.
yep the acid trip like
Yeah. Whatever that is.
oh my gosh. Yeah, like back in those days, I was a moderator
Mm.
because he knew of me from Melee, and like
Yeah.
literally like when he modded me, he's like, "Here, because you're sick at Melee, I'm gonna mod you." So, and, I have done like a video analysis for him when
Mm.
Narcissa. I don't remember who went to whose place, but they were chilling together and they had like some recorded Melee matches.
Mm.
So yeah, Siglemic sent me them, and I like on my old computer. I'm pretty sure I still have like the whole like text document of like a write up on like all this advice. So Yeah, because he was kind of getting whooped by Narcissa. Yeah, so I did do like a mini coaching.
There
It's
you go.
back in like, oh my god, what year was it? 2012? I think it was really long ago.
Yep. Definitely a while since he's been active.
Yeah, because I think at that time we were trying to meet at Apex 2030. Pretty
Hmm.
sure it was like 2012 when that was.
Hmm.
Which coincidentally also because now that this other person that I'm about to mention, kind of a famous person, so yeah, Dan Salvato, like we yeah, because last time I'd seen him was like uh this reminded me because of like the Apex series. So like
Yeah.
yeah, oh my god, Apex 2012. It's like the last time I'd seen him before like these past couple GDQs that like SGDQs that I've seen him at. So we were at these last two SGDQs. Then oh my god, we'd be up like so late at night, literally chatting, 6 hours catching up.
Yeah,
Holy hell!
I would like, party late at night and then just go down to walk around, you know, after the night to wind down a bit. And he would always be up still working on something. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Yep. There's like Amiga and stuff.
Yeah. Or doing like a Metroid Prime kind of
Oh
thing,
yeah,
kind of tinkering.
the um the Archipelago and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's right.
Yeah, he invited me to like play the Archipelago. When I went at the time that he said to come, then like was there yet, and then an hour later they were having technical issues, and
Mm,
I was kind of like waiting around the room, and then I didn't know that they like solved the stuff and they had already started,
mm.
so I just missed it. And he's like, "Oh yeah, my bad, we started." Oh, I was like right there, like 3 tables away from him or something. He's like, "Oh
Rip.
shit, my bad." That's pretty funny. But yeah, since he's mostly known for like he made like Doki Doki Literature.
Mm.
Um, he's also known for making like practice hacks for.
I was gonna say you would know 20XX because that,
Yep,
yeah.
precisely.
Hmm.
Yeah, like
And
one
then
of my
Franker
memory
Phase
cards.
C, which everyone on Twitch uses probably.
Yep. Yeah, like one of the memory cards I have is 20XX tournament edition practice hack. So,
Hmm.
so then, yeah, so I still have one. Unfortunately, I didn't buy it off him. Copied someone's data like at a tournament. But so I don't have one of like the cool looking memory he has that he used to like ship out to
Yeah.
with like the 20XX logo.
Hmm.
But yeah, like yeah, what else did he do? Like Mario, I think he did like a Mario really old.
You're cutting out. What was that?
Oh, I think he did like like an old Mario Sunshine. This hack is
Oh, maybe. I'm not familiar with Sunshine too much.
fair. It's another game I want to learn eventually.
Hmm.
That could be years down the line though.
There's a lot of games.
So many games, so little time.
True. And we spent so much trying to make the time little. you know?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, like when I was grinding Donkey Kong Country 2 yesterday, 102%. Then I after I had like reset a bunch, I was like, oh my god, it's like an hour and a half gotten past World 2. It's like, man,
Hmm.
where did all the time go?
Went to World 1.
I went, yeah, exactly. Back to World 1 again and again.
Hmm.
I did have one run that finally got going, but unfortunately just died over time.
Yeah.
You know, I was ahead by a lot really early, and then just kept like gradually bleeding time every. God crap! It's like a death by 1,000 cuts. One of those runs.
Mhm.
It was pretty close though. I think I was behind by. under 20 seconds for an hour and a half long run. Not that bad. But we'll see. I'm still trying to get sub 1.5. Probably just need to have a deathless run. Could probably get like a 128 if I just have like no deaths. Pretty good.
Yeah. Well,
but
anything else?
Yeah, I kind of ran out of things, honestly.
I mean, this is one of the longer episodes I've done, so I consider that a
Hey.
success. It's been 3.5 hours, by the way.
Yeah, I think it's like 6 o'clock in my time. So. Yeah, okay. Well, if you have the closing stuff, then yeah, definitely.
Yes, I guess. Yep, as long as you think you talked about everything you wanted, then we're good. But I guess it would have been hard to miss something with how long we've been going.
Yeah, I was definitely all over the place too. Yeah,
All right.
I guess one other gaming thing is that I used to play like Pokemon semi-competitive, like on like Smogon, like Pokemon Showdown. And, was it? Yeah, Pokemon Showdown, like shoddy battle with the current thing, ages like Pokemon Online. Yeah, I never like, you know, I didn't really meet the larger community like from there, but I did participate in like, or sorry, I was like eligible to participate for one of the suspect testing votes back in Gen 5 when they banned Thundurus because that Pokemon was so broken. I was like, all right, I'm gonna use it until
I
it
know
gets
nothing
banned.
about competitive Pokemon, so.
Gotcha. Yeah, so it was like at that time the requirement was like you had to have like a certain elo on the ladder with a fresh account. Yeah, since I was in like the top 50, it was like enough to be eligible to vote, but I didn't even like vote. So yeah, but I think that's like the best I've done semi-competitive, like playing Pokemon. Yeah,
Right.
it's a fun accolade though. But anyway,
You've had a lot of
back to you.
hobbies.
Yep.
Well, all right, closing stuff. The first part of that is future plans in terms of speedrunning content or anything of the like. What you got?
All right, future plans. Yeah, I did talk about some.
Yeah.
Yeah, learning more Mario 64 category.
And Mario 1.
Yep, SMB 1.
Very important.
Yeah, I think Warpless is like selling me pretty well, or we're selling it pretty well. So.
I can talk about how great it is forever, so I can get you hooked. Don't worry.
So Warpless is sick. I don't know how much like better or worse like Lost Level.
It depends. You
You
need
still like
to
get it.
be. I'd recommend being fairly good at Mario 1 before trying that game.
Okay.
Because otherwise it'd be
So, yeah.
frustrating. Because it is hard. Like it is hard.
Okay.
But if you're
All right.
used to
So
the Mario 1 mechanics and know how to use them properly, it becomes far less terrible.
All right, reasonable. And then yeah, Mario Bros 3 Warp, and probably Hundo. I want to learn. Yeah, I don't know about any percent though. We'll see.
Yeah, I get that.
And then yeah, Ocarina of Time GSR. Um, yeah, I'm sure that all of my like muscle memory and knowledge is probably really outdated when I learned most of MST. Yeah, like over a dozen years ago. And then yeah, what future stuff for games. Yeah, and I guess mostly just like trying to hit some of like the goals of like the games that currently run, which kind of like make arbitrary goals a lot of times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I also really want to get at least super. Forgot about any percent.
It cut out again. What was that?
Oh, I really want to get a 40 Super Metroid any percent as well.
42?
I forgot about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I have like a mid.
Yeah, record's 40-22, right?
Yep.
So pretty
Yeah,
fast.
Jenny. Yep, yep. I feel like getting a 41 is like gonna really enter the big boys club. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember when
So
record was like a mid to high 41.
hmm
So
yeah, way back. And then even when it was like when it was a high 40, even like there was I think only maybe like four ahead of 41, which was awesome.
yeah,
Now now like
hard game.
yeah, like I think 41's like not even people are correct.
Yep.
And not even with like much like new strats or anything or new discovery. It's like people are just getting better at the game.
Hmm.
He's like yeah, I guess like one round Fantoon I guess is the one big thing and like not everyone even like for it that has a 41. Yeah, so it's like actually just like raw skill, which is cool.
Hmm.
And yeah, other future plans. Yeah, I guess I gotta like try and like work a better job. So I obviously don't get enough hours. So
Fair.
so we'll see how that goes. Which I was doing like a it's like these free programming lessons like um lectures from so I don't know if that'll like translate into a job doing like coding and stuff. We'll see.
Hmm.
And then yeah, and then I guess for other future stuff. Yeah, I guess I've just been like really hooked on speedrunning, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Easy to get
yeah, so
addicted to.
yeah, so definitely keeping on that. There are a few games that I've been meaning to play casually. Backlog also, like Conker's Bad Fur Day and um No More Heroes 3 on the Switch. First two were Nintendo Wii games. I have the third one on the Switch. I've had it for like 2 years and haven't played it, so I should probably eventually stream that. Oh, I forgot another speed game I was wanted to try to learn before the year ends. Jet Force Gemini, 64.
Mm. Yeah.
I did join the Discord, and also, of course, the world record holder knows of me from Melee.
You
I
can't
can teach you the
escape
run
your
if you.
past.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I can teach you the run if you can coach me with coach
Oh,
me with Sheik and Melee. It was something like that in like the Discord. It's like probably like a recent like message in there. There was the mention of Melee, so that's pretty. Oh, similarly, when I joined the Mario Tennis, also, then there were like three people that like knew of me from Melee. So, yeah, there's always because originally I didn't join the Discord when I was submitting my run. Then after 2 weeks, no one verified any of the runs I submitted. So then I joined the Discord and then I asked is there anyone like anyone that still is around because I saw that there was only like one moderator time they were on SRC with 10 months and then yeah so because of that then I joined in the Discord they and then apparently it turns out that if you're like inactive as a moderator on SRC you get like removed from like the
Mhm.
removed like as a moderator apparently so
That
that's
makes
why like
sense.
everyone else was not there.
Yes.
Yeah, so it got sorted out pretty quick. But yeah, just no one knew that I submitted the run because that happened, or the runs because that happened. And I was like, oh, I think I have world record in 80% singles. Wait, what's your time? Yeah, I think it was like a 141 or something. So yeah, I think I beat the record by like a minute. And then afterwards, yeah, the community vote came up to split the category. Like, all right, I'm gonna be grinding this game longer than I thought. Which yeah, it's turned to be like 2 weeks of like actively playing, like over like a 3 week span. But anyway, back to you. I keep going long winded.
Got it. All right. I did forget to ask one thing before I'll close it up,
Mhm.
but because you run such a varied list of games, I was gonna ask how you choose
Oh, for
because
the game.
yeah, because I don't know, it just seems random. I don't know.
It really, it really does, right? Yeah, like a lot of the games, I generally had like nostalgia. Um,
Okay.
like a lot of them like preteen, but um, aside from the game I never touched on, Arc Rise Fantasia, the 8 hour long JRPG.
I feel like there's a subconscious reason it was never brought up, but
Yeah, for that game, I played it like once every like 1 to 2 years, like starting from 2011.
hmm,
Like yeah, just for fun, and then yeah, I decided to like learn to speed run it in uh oh my gosh, when was it? 20 2023? Yeah, I think it's like October 2020. And yeah, the route was very like it was very like underdeveloped at that time. So then so one, I was able to get the world record like after I think my third finished run, and in the Discord there was like four other people that were discussing like new routing ideas and stuff. So I joined in with that and like pretty much overhauled the whole because before I got the world record, the previous record like 10 hours and 2 minutes, which actually a week before I started running the game, there was a new new Japanese runner, or not new, sorry, but like a Japanese runner who took the world record from the previous record holder like a week before I started running, coincidentally. So and yeah, I think the record before that was like a 10:04. Yeah, eventually when I got it, it was like 9:52, I think. And then we found out that we could cut out due to like better like uh strats with like equips and knowing a bit of the mechanics for like some of the items better, then yeah, we were able to skip we used to grind for like 45 minutes, and or roughly 45 minutes, so we like completely cut out that grinding in the end game. And then I also like rerouted like the mid game as well, and found ways to like kind of like implement some like grinding in the mid game that would like um what's it called, be able to have enough money for the mid game, but also to be able to beat some of the bosses faster in the mid game and like save a few minutes. But um yeah, it was definitely like a group effort. So yeah, now it's like the world record's like a, I think like a 809 something, which is not by me anymore. It actually got bought recently by another different Japanese runner. Um oh my god, why am I forgetting his name? I feel bad that I forgot his name. Oh my gosh, I haven't like talked about him in a while. But I'd have to look at the leaderboards. So yeah, I have like an 817 for that game. Uh, there was another like new routing idea that saves about 7 minutes this year. Um so with that yeah, with that I got bopped, and also my goal time was to try and get an 809 before like the new route was developed. So whenever I come back, I'm gonna see if I can try and get like, I've decided to like shift the goalpost and make it like a 804 maybe. But if sub 8 is possible, then I'll try for it. But not sure yet. We'll see about that. But um, but yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, there's yeah, there'd be a lot of like behind the scenes stuff I could like ramble on for.
yeah,
But
and that we
yeah, it'd
have.
be like way too long winded for that game.
Mhm.
But it was a fun experience, just like yeah, with like a underdeveloped route and being like involved with kind of like the grassroots feel of like making new discoveries along with a group,
Mhm.
which is like really cool.
All right.
Oh yeah, Danjiro is the Japanese runner's name that bought me. There you go. I just remembered now.
Hmm.
I think he's had record in like a few other like long JRPG games. Um, I heard from like one of the other runners, but I haven't looked at his like actual like speedrun profile though, so I wouldn't be able to list which games. So yeah,
So
but
nostalgia's like the big factor in determining what you speedrun then.
mhm.
Got it.
Yeah, I think Gimmick might have been the only game that was nostalgia, and it was just because like Cypher's run was sick.
So it
From
was
like
nostalgic, but in a different way.
yeah, exactly. Oh, and I guess the Legend of Zelda games,
Oracles.
because I played both of them in like late 2020, so I played them like relatively late.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like the Link's Awakening community is like generally pretty connected with like the Oracles community, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was kind of like an easy tie-in. So
Got it.
that's the reason. And then yeah, Metroid Fusion and Zero Mission both are nostalgia for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Super Metroid, I do have nostalgia for it, but mostly because it's a popular game, and my buddy Emmett offered to teach me the run.
Mm-hmm.
He I'm not sure where he is on the leaderboards for any percent now, but
Pretty high, I know.
yeah, like
Like low
last I
41
remember
or
he was like
something, I
11th.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think he was like just short of top 10, like 11th, or but I'm not sure about right now though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he was like pushing me for years to like run the game and offering to teach me, and then yeah, in 2023 finally I was like, all right, let's do it. So so he did his tutelage Tuesdays on not Tuesday each time. So, the Saturday version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so then yeah, so then he when we got to the Red Tower, then that's when he was saying like I should decide like whether to do new route or old route. So then yeah, we decided to do new route, and I was like, you know, I'll just switch routes if I have too hard of a time finishing the run. So um which actually kind of happened because I ran the new route for like 4 days, and I think I finished like 3 runs in total. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna do old route just so that I can like get more runs to the end game because I keep forgetting late game strats because I just keep like dying in new route to like lower Norfair or something. So then or Fantoon. So then yeah, so I ran old route like KPDR um for it ended up being only like 2 days because I was like, all right, if whenever I get a sub 50, then I'll switch back to new route. And then yeah, after 2 days I got a 50.02, and I was like, ah, close enough. Yeah. So then I went back to new route after that and stuck with it since pretty much.
All right.
And yeah, trying to think of like the other games, like if I'm missing any for like whether they were nostalgia or not. Yeah, pretty much all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like aside from the ones I mentioned that weren't from nostalgia.
Mm-hmm. It's a common reasoning. Was for me.
Yeah, it's like a combination of that, and then I also yeah I forgot this little tidbit. Like the if the games look like they have um either good movement or not like combination of either good movement or not having uh you know like a crap ton of like long like cutscenes and text matching. Like despite running that JRPG game, like there's actually not a lot of downtime like throughout the run. Like there's not a lot of spots to even like get up for a break because it's pretty active aside from like there's one spot in the first hour where there's like kind of like 15 minutes of like hitting event flags like going like up and down through like main characters like home city, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah besides that it's like generally a pretty active run because the text speed is fast, so you can just like actually just like mash quickly through all of the text and all the cinematic cutscenes or like movie file cutscenes you can press pause and then press A and it'll skip the cutscene. So yeah, so because of that, it's like a decently like active game,
Hmm.
uh, relative for how long it is. And
Okay.
yeah, so there are some games where I'm like too scared to like learn them, like
Hmm.
a Metroid Prime. Like I don't think I would like learn any of the out of bounds categories, for example. And like I did see a video from Samurai Man, like where he was asking, where it's like asking the question, like, is Metroid Prime too hard of a speed run? Because the game is really popular, but it's not a very active like speed run. So then, well, the vanilla game at least, it's not like not that like popular or like active. So then, yeah, and he feels it's because he thinks it's because it's like too hard because like the Aether jumps like out of bounds, and not being able to like see where you're going for a lot of parts of the run, and yeah, all that. And that honestly, like a lot of that stuff actually does turn me off from the run. So I felt kind of called out with that video. So like the perfect prediction. But yeah,
Okay.
cool movement though. That's like one of the big things I love for
I see.
games. Yeah, which also gimmick. Oh my god, the
Hmm.
movement is so sick in the game. Definitely recommend it.
All right.
But yeah,
Yep. I guess that's everything.
okay, okay. Yeah, I was
Which,
trying to think of more, but go ahead.
please no more. It's almost been 4 hours. No,
I know, right? But yeah, okay, okay. So, all right. I
fine.
don't know how you normally wrap it up, but
I've
I'll
got
let you take it.
this. What I usually do is say, promote yourself however you want.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm at yeah, Ryan underscore Ford 522 on Twitch and Twitter, and Blue Skies. Oh my god, I forgot what it was. Ryan. I think
Ryan
it's
Ford
Ryan
five two
dot.
two, no underscores.
Right, it's not the dot. Whoops, it's Ryan Ford 522.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have it all linked on stream and in YouTube. It will be.
Oh, okay, cool, cool.
So that'll help people find it. Yeah.
Nice. And yeah, my Instagram got hacked, so I don't have an account anymore.
Oh well.
Rip. It's
These
fine.
things happen.
Yeah, so I don't mind it too much. Which, yeah, I don't know if I'll be streaming today, but if I do, I think it'll likely be Donkey Kong Country 2, 102% again. Either that or Metroid Zero Mission, since I do have to derust it, as I mentioned, for that marathon.
Yep.
We'll see which one.
All right. Well,
Undecided.
I guess that's
Mhm.
everything.
All right, cool, cool, cool.
Nice
Yeah, thanks for having
beefy
me again.
episode.
Yup.
Yep.
Yeah. So how long on average usually is like the
Two
shows?
hours.
Okay, I had a feeling.
Yeah. We're bumping the
All right.
average up a little bit today, but that's fine.
Hey.
There's
Right.
nothing wrong with a long episode, you know?
Fair. Okay.
But
All
yeah.
right. Well.
But it is over now. Everyone go home. No.
Yeah, I'll probably eat some dinner. So
Yeah, same. And then pass out.
nice.
Yeah.
Have you been up late?
I have work on Sundays and I have to wake up at like 6:30 almost AM.
Mm,
So yeah, fun.
understood.
Mm,
So tired, for sure.
true. Well, but that'll be all. So
Yep.
thanks for coming on the show, of course. I will link
Yeah.
all of your stuff. Well, it's on stream and it'll be in YouTube description, so people can find you that way.
All right.
And
Sounds
people can find the show on my Twitch and YouTube. That's how I promote myself. That's all I need to do.
good.
And
Yep.
yep, that'll conclude today's episode. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Hopefully. Surely I wouldn't break the streak at this point. If this was only episode like 130 something, I don't know anymore. Number big.
Man,
But
that's sick, actually.
yeah. It, we have fun.
Hmm.
Hundreds of times,
Cool, cool.
apparently. Anyway, that'll be all. I'm gonna end the episode now. So, bye.
All right, peace out, everybody.
Bye.